Yo, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy Rush, holding it down. Know what I mean? Promote my side hustle, Rush Enterprise. If you're in the state of New Jersey, you need armed guards or unarmed guards, call up my business line or email me, or you can hit me on the Instagram. Today, we're going to expound on the Diddy documentary. Know what I mean? And yo, we gonna get it popping, man. Salute to y'all, man. Yo, Fame, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Where everybody go?
I
I'm
don't know. Hold up.
Yeah, I can see you. I don't even see it. I don't see the whole panel up. I don't even see me up. I just see me backstage.
Yo, that's crazy. Hold on. Um, yo, stream y'all bugging.
up. We all here.
Russ got to pay that. He got to pay that StreamYard bill.
Yo, stream y'all tripping today, man. Hold up, hold up.
You got to pay that bill,
They
man.
need to
They shut
deport
him down.
Rush.
Yo, give me a sec. Hold on, hold on.
All right.
Shout out to Rush though. He tried to blame StreamYard.
Yeah. He always lagging behind like
Yo,
the weatherman.
y'all rashing right now, man. Chill. Y'all going in.
Y'all know how they be outside doing the weather reports and they always be lagging? That's right.
They be having that 3 minute delay. They be like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. We gotta get Russ some heat over there too. You look cold, man.
Yo, it's breakout today, man. But you should already know this, man. You in New York.
Yeah, but I'm in the crib. I'm hibernating all winter. It's freezing out there.
Yo, word. All right, yo. Today we're gonna expound on the Diddy documentary, and yo, my first question is, what would y'all rate the documentary? You know what I mean, do you think the documentary was actually good? Talk to me.
I think it was a probably 9 out of 10 documentary. The first two
Okay.
episodes was really good. I think the last two episodes wasn't all that, but I think it really touched on Diddy and the way he, you know, his history and the way he is now, whatever, his childhood. But I think it's a 9 out of 10 documentary. I think it's well put together. It's a lot of exclusive footage too. That, like, you know, real footage. I don't know how 50 got all that footage, but yeah, but I think it's a deep dive into Diddy's psyche, his mental, and I think it's well put together.
I'm gonna have to give this at a scale from 1 to 10 a 9.2. Because I like a lot of stuff Famous said, but man, this was a tale of simping, tricking, dirty macking, bad parenting, high level hoeing, all just mixed up with evilness. So yeah, I think it hit on all those like different dynamics and stuff. And some people are screwed because I think this like opened up some of the floodgates to some future things, and we'll break that down when we get in there. But yeah, 9.2, man.
Yeah, it's a lot to touch on this documentary.
Facts.
I give it a 10.
Oh shit. Okay.
The only reason I give it a 10, like, how did you get like a camera in the room with Diddy calling his lawyers and follow him into the park? I'm like, what is going on? Like, and this wasn't a reenactment; it was him. And so that was interesting, especially being done by like 50. Like, this is not Puff Daddy who produced it; it was 50. So it's like, wow, how did 50 get all this footage? That was good, and also like it gives the awareness to dudes who dirty Mac, and I think a lot of times we don't even talk about it as guys. Like, we just brush it like, oh, but like, to be honest, like, we know a lot of dudes that's like that. I call them like bottom feeders. They wait for you to have a girlfriend, so they wait so they can go in. They can't get it on their own, and so we never talk about that aspect of men who just straight up bottom feeders.
But there was one bigger thing, because that's one of the major themes, Stan. Mm-hmm. But the biggest thing that's in this video that nobody has covered yet, Pete Diddy was the hip hop's first stepdaddy. He was the first stepdaddy of hip hop, man. He was out here adopting kids and shit. So yeah, he took that whole dirty Mac into a whole new level.
Yeah, and we live in a dirty Macking culture now. Like dirty Mackers are running rampant right now.
Man,
see the game. The game just had an interview I just sent to Russ, and he talks about it's okay to date your man's ex-girlfriend.
Oh hell no!
Crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But Stan, he got that footage because Diddy recorded before he went to jail. Diddy was documenting himself. So, and then he documented all of that himself, and he didn't want to pay the cameraman, so 50 paid the cameraman to get the footage.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how he got it. But man, when he was like recording himself, man, man, I hate the term because I do think it's overused, but that motherfucker's a narcissist, and you mix that in with ketamine.
Yeah.
Drugs and all the weird shit that was going on. My man was just feeling himself because like I'm like, you're filming this stuff?
Yeah. He got a God complex.
Yeah, man, that shit was crazy. The fact that he's sitting there just like had the cameras on and stuff and filming that, and then, you know, just shitty business, didn't pay that person. That person like, all right, first person that come ask for this, they getting all this raw footage.
And that's the crazy part. He didn't pay anybody.
Yeah, that's crazy. And he had people working for free.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
But like, even when they started the documentary, man, like, I don't know if we could, I'm not trying to go too hard, but it seemed like he just need to come out the closet a little bit. Cause my man, it seemed like he has like the test for like dudes that might be fly and stuff. Cause it started off with Al B. Shore.
Yeah.
He kind of dirty macked him. He got with Kim Porter. And it seems like he really don't even like the women. Cause think about it, man.
You don't think that's kind of crazy, man, that he went after Kim Porter like that? After he's like cool with Al B. Shore.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's the crazy part. Cause pretty woman, but you just think about it, man. These dudes are with video vixens. There's badder joints around. So I'm telling you, I think it's like he has this fetish for them guys. Each of the ones, it was like, okay, man, I'll be sure he's popping. I can't come at him directly because I think it was too early in the game for him to be out there just like come at him.
He was an intern.
Yeah, so I think he did that sick shit. Like, let
Yo,
me get at their
yo,
women.
I'm gonna give you some pushback on that, man. Like, this style of macking, right? Like, it's like implemented within our in our culture. Like, most niggas always try to holler at their man's girl now. Like, that's the new thing now, and
Yeah.
it's in the norm now. So I don't think it's a fetish, man. I think because of the music and the culture, along with the hip hop culture, whatever, this is grooming our people to slide up on their friend's girl. Know what I mean?
But
Don't
Russ,
put
the
that
only
on me,
pushback
not
to
my
that.
culture.
Oh, go ahead, Famous.
That's it. Don't put that on me. I ain't one of those type of rappers.
Yeah,
I rap
because
against that Dirty Mac and stuff.
yeah, because I grew up in the South. You talk to women, to your friends' woman. Two things gonna happen to you. You get shot in the thigh because they're aiming for the other stuff, and they slice up your face. And when you see somebody with a cut on their face, that means they're a dirty macker. That's like it's bad. Like I wouldn't recommend anybody, and especially if you're in New York or Miami on the East Coast, they have this other thing called a machete, and you get chopped up. So I wouldn't recommend it because it nobody's gonna be peace, and it's all good. We one family.
No, I think dudes like us, man, we don't do that. But Russ is kind of right, man. I would say it was like part of the drug dealer culture because, man, a lot of the cats that I kind of grew up with, they was like a little older, and a lot of them drug dealers that got like killed and stuff, it was all over women. They was all sleeping with the same chicks. They would gun each other down. So
Yeah.
I see what you're saying to a degree, Rush, but I'm just saying, man, like if you think about Diddy and him, even when he was starting off, man, they're around like vixens, just like all kind of women around all the time. So for him to go after Albie Sher's
but
women, with that.
I'm gonna explain to you why the hip hop culture has conditioned us to move in that kind of light. I don't know. I know you're aware of all these drug crews from back in the day, like Supreme
Yeah.
and the Supreme team and all that, Alpo, and I mean, like, Diddy's father, he used to move weight or whatever, and not only that, like he was influenced by his I guess his reputation, but he also looked up to Alpo, and Alpo he used to record himself smashing dudes' girls. Know what I mean? Like that was his thing. So he kind of stole that style. I wouldn't say stole, but he was influenced by Alpo by moving in that kind of direction, like sleeping with your girl and all that. I mean, like that comes from the drug dealing culture as well, implemented within the hip hop culture. You know what I mean?
But what SJ says is correct, right? Because if you look in psychiatry, and especially a culture that's very homophobic, you sleeping with your man's girl also means that you want to sleep with him. What SJ is saying is correct because that's what it means. Like there's a whole bunch of women around. So in order for you to get close to 50 Cent, you slept with his baby mama. In order for you to get close to Eric Sermon, you got to have what he had.
It's not a form of like getting close to them. It's like you get stained behind that. And when I use the word stain, that means like ranking. Like you get more of a ranking. Like if I'm known for smashing 50 Cent girl, like I'll be looked at the ultimate player like, oh snap, yo, son done smash old boy girl, like yo, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think it's more the ego
they kind of
thing.
do it for that, to get that kind of rank, that kind of reputation, that kind of, stain. I mean,
I hear you, but mind you, like while she was with him, he was cream pieing and you eating the cream pie. You're a cuckold.
It's a fact.
That's a cuckold move, man. Like
what you just said. Yeah, what you just said was correct. But yo, if you're a dude that's getting around like that, rule number one, you never eat out a chick. You know what I mean? You don't do that. You know what I mean?
Man, these chicks are strong. They're gonna put you in a headlock and make you eat.
That's crazy. But I see what standing sophisticated jerk is saying. I think with Diddy, that's the case. I don't think that's what every man, but in Diddy's case, I think he was in the closet. So I think for him, I think that's true.
Well,
But I
because
think for the guys that usually do that, it's an ego. It's an ego thing to say they've been with your girl and stuff like that.
yeah, because he came out the gate doing it, and then
Yeah.
it was just like you said, it wasn't just her. It was like, okay, the other one, Misa, the one that was Suge Knight was taking a picture with her and the
Yeah.
kid. So man, it was like just a circle of like bullshit, man. The crazy thing is, man, you look at New York City altogether. Fame could tell you, man, we got like 11 million people there. So the
Yeah.
fact that, man, they feel like the world is that small, man. That's the crazy part. You know what I'm saying? Because I see what you're saying. It is somewhat of that culture, but it's just like they kind of broke out of that culture. Like, because, man, I'm telling you, man, when you go up there, you see them lines of vixens that was around, like those dudes and stuff. There's no need for that. So for their mind to be that small, man, he was targeting like all these dudes, man, like ones he kind of envied and shit. And it's almost like he was like, oh, if I get his chick, I could humiliate him in a certain way.
Yeah, it's
it
a
was
power
I
thing.
call it culture. I have to call it. It's a fetish because
It's
if
a
it's
power
hip-hop,
thing.
Suge Knight came in there, and Suge Knight wasn't part of it, and that's when you start looking at, hey, what's up, Wally? You start looking the West Coast, East Coast thing. Again, that's a fetish because that's something inside you mentally that's getting you off. I can't say culture. That's a fetish. So you have this thing that you want to go out and you just want to date the same girl or take away the same girl somebody else slept with. That's a fetish. And it's like, yo, you get off of it, but long-term effect, look where that's going to lead you. I wouldn't recommend that for anybody.
I think that I be saying that all the time. It's like the whole industry is like that. I'm like, out of all the women in the world, y'all all passing around the same chicks.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. But see, like, cause Diddy, when he got with Kim Porter, she had the, Albie Shore, she was pregnant, had the kid. So that's where Diddy, like I said, he was like hip hop's first stepdaddy because he adopted the kid, but then like
Yeah.
treated her like shit. Then he did the next female, like the boy Justin's mom. Then that was the one that was meeting up with Suge and shit. So that's what it was like. Damn, like all your chicks, and then like you said, 50's chick, he did that same thing too. And these are like later in the years when this dude got like over like hundreds of millions of dollars. So it's like, man, you still got that mindset where you trying to mess with somebody in the industry's girl like that, man, and bringing them problems. So yeah, 50 was like, all right, you won't fuck around. What y'all think about that though? Like 50 making this documentary? Because I seen like Marlon Wayans and them giving him some pushback, man. Do you think?
I think 50 is simp.
You think so?
I think 50 is simp.
Damn. Okay.
I think he's doing this because Diddy smashed his girl, his baby moms.
Okay.
I think 50 Cent is Lex Luthor. Well, everybody is playing a whack-a-mole. He's playing chess where everybody lies.
Yeah, he's a businessman too. He's a smart businessman, but I think he is simp.
Yo, it's funny you use that villain, but yo, there's a dude on TikTok. They compare 50 cents to Reverse Flash, and I'm like, yo, the way he did it with the documentary, yeah, I'll give it to him.
I think that's accurate. I think
Word is born, man.
Yeah, because I'm kind of a mixture with both of y'all, man. Like, definitely a calculated move, man. And, the fact that it exposed a lot of this, like, crazy shit, I'm glad he put the documentary out. But if it was because of the female, that is kind of some simp shit. I got to keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying?
You see, he left her out of it.
Yeah, he should have put her in. I'm like, I want to put her ass in. I'm like, everybody get it.
Yo, that's the mother of his child.
I don't give a fuck. I'd be like, look.
But that's the fact.
Yo.
Is around 50 and 50, not around 50, but around Puff Daddy, and he knows Puff, right? Like, I don't think he did it for her. Did it more for his kid, because that's the son that he acknowledged and loves. Because the other son is like, nah, I'm good off you. But this is the one that he protects and loves and spends the most time with.
But man, when you air everything out, man, you can't, because everybody's gonna fill the gap. So it's like, man, if you put something out, like say if I was doing this and I'm like, she got to go in there. My son, I'm just like, hey man, your mom was a 304. she was certified. She was at these freak offs. I'll get custody too. So yeah, I'll be like, look, because I wouldn't want to be like biased if I'm if you're putting information out, man, you got to go all the way with it. You can't be like leaving out portions.
It's 50. He's. My understanding is he picked certain stuff because he knew. Like, I think he did something where he knew that was going to be on ABC News, and he only interviewed ABC News because it's going to be played in the prison. Like
yeah, that's gangster right there.
Right? Like Luthor or Reverse.
My man had a nice suit on and shit.
Yeah, he was
my business. Like,
I would have made them play Bad Boy music when I came out on that. I'm like, y'all play that Diddy song, man.
Yeah, this is the same man who bought out Ja Rule.
Hey yo, do y'all think that Diddy will ever come out of prison, or he's cooked? He's stuck in there.
He's done, bro.
Nah, he's gonna get out.
Nah, I think they're screwed, man. That one scene in a documentary where Lil Rod.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
So my man was rocking a pink sweater, boy, talking about he was sore. But when they had that bathroom scene and stuff,
yeah,
man, there ain't no statute of limitations on that. Yeah. So man, these people are gonna come out the woodwork and cash out. So that dude, whoever got shot and stuff.
What, you know that they said they never seen or heard from that guy again. What supposedly happened in the bathroom with the shooting.
Mm-hmm.
They said they don't even know where he at. They said he just disappeared.
Witness protection program, allegedly.
That could be it.
Yeah, if he's still alive though, he gonna come out the woodwork. Cause trust me, they investigating that shit now. Cause somebody probably got paid and they swept that under the rug. Hey, somebody's jumping on that. Everybody want a name for themselves. So if Justin was in there, that's what I'm saying. Justin's about to get screwed. You know, coming out of this whole documentary, because you remember they said Justin was even taking part in some of the freak offs. Like Diddy had him around, so he probably gonna start getting slapped with lawsuits and shit. That's what I'm saying. This shit about to expand out.
Yo, matter of fact, he did cause some legal troubles with this old white chick a while back. So it's not, it's not surprising to hear that, he's similar to his father's clause. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think all of them are similar to them. I think the apple don't fall too far from the tree.
But that's why I said, man, it's also a tell of bad parenting, man, because it started off with Diddy's mom, man. She was having like those kind of like parties at her crib.
Yeah.
She done got with the neighborhood drug dealer. So, he got murdered. So, single mom trying to still was a jump off.
Well, let me ask you a question, Jerry. Do you think Diddy's mom's raised him to be a monster? Because like you said, like she was a pimp. Now, man, she had sex parties at the crib. Diddy would witness those things, and I mean, one thing after another, we got Diddy now,
Yeah, I would say definitely both parents, man. Because, the dad being in that life, man, it's like when you have a kid and you in that, man, he's dead. So now it leaves, them kind of vulnerable. So the mom's going to take up anything that's easy. So like you said, she doing the sex parties and stuff and got all the people at the house. So, when you got people doing that type of work, who's to say that one of them didn't touch your kid and shit like that? Because, man, those are some sick people, man. So, yeah, I think it did have a big impact on them when they kind of did that piece. Because I never heard that, but I was like, damn, when you're bringing like people to your house and shit, and you got your kids there, that's fucked up,
Yeah, he's a statistic that goes back to single mothers raising kids.
Yeah, so I think that was definitely a critical piece, and I think, man, he has a little bit of a. I'm not gonna go as far as say hate, but man, he's got like a issue with women. So I think that's why he's just always like, I gotta humiliate him, like Cassie with all the gigolos and shit. Then, like Kim Porter, they say he treated her like shit. He had all these weird dynamics, all these like collection of women from like other dudes that was around him. So that's why I'm saying he was like,
Yo, he also used to beat on all them chicks. Know what I mean? And his moms used to beat on him too. Like she used to give him the beats. And his friend would expound on that in the documentary. He was like, yo, man, sometimes I witness some of those beatings, and I'll be like kind of scared for Diddy. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
he did say that. Yeah.
Yeah,
My man was
so
like, Diddy used to get his ass whooped. So that's what I'm saying. It's like all that stuff collectively. He's seeing that at a young age. That's
but
where when he jumped out there, he took that whole blueprint, that weirdo blueprint. He took that shit to corporate.
oh,
And I
man.
think Diddy was a son husband too.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
You
Yeah.
can tell. She used to try to dress him like he's her boyfriend instead of a son. It's like he took the place of the father at a young age.
That's a good point. Yeah.
And they said that he has a sister, but you never hear about the sister. Like the mom never. It's him and the sister.
Damn. Yeah, I never heard about the sister. So that's a good
Yeah,
point.
those 2 kids. So she
Yeah, the
never.
sister must have got out of Dodge, boy. Like, let me get the hell up out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
because the mom did dress him up like kind of like a little gangster and shit. So
Like the
like
father.
he looked like he was clean and stuff. You know, didn't he have the one where he had the fur coat on and shit? So,
Yeah, he was wearing furs. He was wearing all types of stuff, man. He looked just like his father. How his father would dress.
so yeah, I think he had that fascination for that street life, but definitely
Yeah.
soft as hell. So that's why he had to use like the little homo tactics to kind of get at everybody to.
And I think he envied
yo, hey, yo,
the
hold
real street
on.
guy.
Yo, what's your thoughts on Diddy swinging on EPMD over that video vixen chick, that light skinned chick?
Simp behavior.
Right.
Yeah, definitely some simp behavior.
he's
That's
strong.
crazy, man.
Does it count?
What happened?
Strong, but he didn't feel anything.
Nah, it never connected. But he swung on EPMD, man. He was like, man, he's the way he was talking about it in the documentary,
Mm-hmm.
like he was saying it like it wasn't nothing, because I think after he swung on them, right? Then he was like, yo, come on, meet me in the corner. So I was like, all right, bet we gonna get busy. But when he met him around the corner, like he proposed a business proposition to him. So I don't know, man. Yo, Diddy kind of wild, man. Know what I mean?
So what?
Yeah,
He's
I mean-
impulsive, man. He's impulsive.
I'm going to
Yo,
say
what caught my attention in the documentary is when
that's
they
my-
was talking about how Suge had him in a chokehold, and his man shot his man, and then he was like, "Yeah, so yo, how your family doing and all that?" Like, threatening him. You know what I mean? Kind of like insinuating like he gonna get his, you know what I mean, the rest of his family bodied and all that, man. Why he's getting choked up by Suge Knight? What's your thoughts on that?
Wait, I thought he was saying that to his family, like, because he set it up or something for Suge's man to get shot. I think he was talking to him, and he said he's gonna be all right, whatever. I think he set it up.
Yeah. That's what I meant. Like,
Yeah,
because he kind of he was threatening him while he was on a chokehold. Like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. Suge was
So
using like a bulletproof vest or some shit, like a shield.
Yo, that's y'all can't tell me that ain't no wild shit though, nigga. Like, there ain't a dull moment in this nigga life, man. It's crazy.
But it's crazy how they make it to that point and still involved in all of that. That's what's crazy to me.
Man,
Like, all
because
Guys,
because it started off like what Rush was saying with the Eric Sermon. So that's where he was like trying to test people, but he was soft, so nobody was taking him serious. So I think by people kind of letting him off the hook, that's when it escalated into when he started finally getting the checks. That's when he started bringing the gangsters around. So that's why he was really protected, man. Like Von Zip,
Wolf.
he was official. Then Wolf, the one bodyguard. Then even Roger Bonds, the one that was in a man, he was known up in Harlem and shit. So it's like, man, he had those type of people around him. That was that's why, like, even the Locks, when they wanted to get at him, they're like, man, he got all them gangsters up there, so he was protected at that point. That's where he just felt like he was untouchable.
Yeah, money's power, man. If you got that money, you could be a paper gangster like they said he was.
But when you don't pay people, you become unprotected, though.
Yeah, that's the issue, man.
That's
But
his problem. That's his downfall.
see, that was them drugs and stuff. That's when they started, and you mix in like the like you said, the hype that he built up in his head, and he started screwing everybody over, messing with it's like, man, it's only a matter of time, man. Because some people that go in those like that operate immoral like that, always screwing people over on that. It's only a matter of time, man, before it catches up with them. So yeah, that's why everything is just bottoming out now. But I mean, he had a long ride of just like craziness.
Everybody that Diddy signed, like they all doing bad. They're not doing good at all. Terrible. You know what I mean?
Except for Mace, because Mace got away.
Yeah, I think Mace is the only successful one. You know what I mean? But other than that, like everybody else is down bad. You know what I mean? Look how Black Rob, you know what I mean, went out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
G-Dep. I mean, the list goes on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, ain't too many of them that, man. Craig Mack, y'all know he supposedly died of AIDS and shit. So yeah, he was like broke. So yeah, nah, it's like there's really nobody that's like kind of like standing big besides Mace, and Mace got up out of there early.
That's that bad boy curse. And you want to know something crazy? I met with Nina Turner. I don't know if y'all know who Nina Turner is, and I was supposed to she's friends with Diddy, and I was supposed to FaceTime with him to talk some business, like a couple years back in Ohio.
Thank God that didn't go down, boy.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be involved in none of that.
Not famous. You're a musician, artist. So like, what made you not want to go to mainstream?
I mean, at one point I wanted to go mainstream when I ain't know better, but now I'd rather just do it by myself independently, win, lose, or draw. Because I don't want to go through the bullshit and all the what the industry puts you through.
So what's the benefits for you? Like the pros and the cons for you?
Well, I own everything. So my music, my masters, I own everything. So I ain't got and I own my creative and all of that. In the industry, they want to control everything, especially now with the 360 deals and all of that. They want to own everything. So when you sign a deal, whatever, they want everything. So if I sell merch, if I have a restaurant, they got to take a cut out of all of that. Because they're not just giving you no good deals. You only getting 360s now. Because the industry is dying and they're not making that much money. So they want to take everything.
Music?
Huh?
So 360 deals is not including is everything including music?
Yeah.
Yo, 360 deals, everything. If you own if you have a restaurant, they want a money a cut out of that. If you have a clothing line, they got to cut out of that. Your show money, a cut out of that. Your album, a cut out of that. Everything you do, they get a cut.
Whoa.
Yeah, because they got to recoup that money, man. So
yeah, and a lot of people not making money off of music no more.
Nah. Yeah, the industry it's a dying game. Like the hip hop and that hip hop lane is dead. But man, back in the day, Stan, like hip hop was used as a marketing vehicle. A lot of times when you blow up, niggas will catch like endorsement deals with Reebok, Nike. They'll come out with a clothing brand. And they'll make a lot of sales through their fame. You know what I mean? And now what the industry have picked up on is like, a lot of times when these cats blow, they venture out and do independent business deals. So they want to get a cut of that now. You know what I mean? So that's what the terminology 360 deal stems from, by getting every cut of all your side deals. You know what I mean?
But like I'll say like the late 80s and 90s to up to 2000, boy, it was just raining money in the industry because it was just like the cycle was slow, man. Like a CD come out, that shit was spin for like damn near a whole year. You know what I'm saying? And artists didn't have to put out a new product until like a couple years. So, you know what I'm saying? That's how much they could just sell all of that. And then, like the instrumentals and stuff, they was since they was like sampling a bunch of old music, that they were making money. So that's why they was throwing like money at like Bad Boy, Rockefeller, Irv Gotti, and all them. But when that started drying up, because people stopped buying CDs and shit, the streaming. Oh, go ahead, Famous.
LimeWire, that's when LimeWire and stuff started coming out.
All that.
People started burning their own CDs and bootlegging and stuff. Before, you had to buy the physical copy, so they was recouping their money, the labels. Now, once LimeWire and all that came out, they wasn't getting as much money. That's when the industry started dying.
But it's crazy because, man, I got a cousin, man, that's always been in the industry, but he was one of them dudes that kind of stayed by himself. He was pretty official out there, had a rep in the streets and shit, but he just stayed away from that stuff. And I thought he was the craziest motherfucker when I was like younger. Cause I was just like, hey man, why aren't you going to these parties and stuff? why ain't you doing this? He was like, I'm good. You know, just had his chick. He'll go home and stuff. And then, you know, we talked about this a few years ago because, you know, when this stuff started coming out, you know, he was just like, man, there's some weird stuff going on. You know, he would never go into like details because he's like kind of what like Denzel said. He was like, man, I go to some functions and I get up out of there before the devil come and shit. But he was just like, man, he just stayed away from it and stuff. And, you know, because I was going to intern behind him. He was like, nah, don't come around here and stuff. So he pushed me away from that shit. But yeah, I was just always like, man, why ain't you going to these parties, man? They got all these like, he's like, nah. But he told me, he was like, man, they know who to kind of target, man. Because like with him and other people that operated like him, they'll invite him to the function, but they'll have like they'll kind of kick them out at the function, the actual business stuff. And then that's where they're like, once they leave and they got the right-minded people in there, that's where they start doing all the crazy stuff. But yeah, these rumblings been out for a minute, man. Because even, you know, you remember Ollie Vegas from Queens? Yeah, he was breaking this stuff down about like 13 years ago. He was like, man, those little rituals that they be doing and stuff.
Right.
And, yeah,
Doggy Diamonds was interviewing them.
Yeah, that's right, Doggy Diamonds.
Yeah, Doggy Diamonds on platform.
But yeah, I used to be at I'm like, man, why ain't you going to these parties? He's like, hell no. Nah. And he just like stayed away from them. You know, he pursued his own different path, but
Nas blocked him.
Huh?
Nas blocked Ali Vegas.
Yeah. But it's just like, yeah, when you start seeing it, it's all coming out now. It makes sense, man. Cause it's like shit. When you start looking at that documentary, man, them Diddy parties, boy. They definitely blocked out some names because I was listening to somebody earlier because I've been listening to like other videos that been kind of coming out. They said like they said my man had like 200 something cameras in the crib.
Yeah.
So they said like all the people that he got on camera, man, that been at his house, Leonardo DiCaprio, Justin Bieber, Usher, J-Lo.
The yachts. He got
the whole industry on tape, man. Know what I mean? Leonardo DiCaprio, he doesn't even live in the States no more. Heard that nigga somewhere in like overseas and shit.
Yeah,
y'all heard that thing about Ashton Kutcher and him, right?
Yeah, I just seen that this morning.
His girlfriend killed, and they saying that Diddy had something to do with Brittany Murphy dying. Because you know she had pneumonia. She died of ammonia. Her husband died of pneumonia.
Allegedly,
yeah.
Allegedly.
But yeah, they said he had a part in that. Allegedly.
Yeah, they said, man, like they said that they had that baby oil. It was fused with like with shit. They said people was putting it in their skin, and then man, they'd be like passed out. You saw Lil Rod, he said he woke up sore. Lil Rod was like, look, man.
That's crazy.
Did Kirk Burrows?
Man,
the crazy part is they stayed after that. How you stay after that?
I think he was embarrassed because he wanted to like not go home without the money because you've been there for 3 years.
He still ain't get the money though.
Yeah. And
how much did he want?
Say again?
I said, how much money did he want staying for 3 years?
29,000. That's low to minimum wage. That's like 10 grand a year.
Yeah, Lil Rod should have just got him a job at Popeyes. He went 29,000 for 3 years. I'm like, what the hell was he doing? Yeah,
that's crazy. But Diddy ain't the only one. The whole industry is like that.
Like never paying people money.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, man. The industry's nasty work, man. Like niggas is, yo. If you're not on point with like knowing your paperwork and knowing the mechanics of the industry, then yo, you're gonna lose out on a lot of money because they're not gonna school you on how to preserve your income, man. I mean, it's nasty work, bro.
If you want to make it in the industry, it's better, but not in the industry. Like doing music or something, it's better. You trying to get a loan. That's all it is. Just try to get a loan for your music or to fund your marketing and all of that.
But I mean, look how greedy that motherfucker is, man. Because what was his net worth? Like 700 million, or I know he was getting close to $1 billion.
They charge him for everything. Like if he's in your music video, he
still didn't want to pay niggas. That's the shit that blows my mind, bro. You got all that bread, and you still don't want to pay nobody on time. That's crazy to me, man.
Like you was in deficit. Like how? What's his name? Craig Mack get like a Grammy nominated for a Grammy and you only gave him $100.
That's what that industry's like, man. They want to keep they'll give you the fame, but they ain't gonna give you the money.
Yeah, but I'm saying, man, when you get to like 700 million, like, man, if I ever hit that, everybody on that I was like, it came. Say if I was like, I had a record label, I'm giving everybody just $1 million just to make sure that they can never be like, man, he ain't never pay us out. I'd be like, look, I'm good. I'm not gonna miss like 50 million if I had to pay all them people out. So the fact that he was just doing faulty business like that, it's like, damn, man, you are grimy, especially like Craig Mack, because him and Biggie is what launched Bad Boy. So it's like, man, at least do right by them. You could rip out some of the other ones, but fuck.
Yeah, Craig Mack was really Bad Boy's first lucrative artist, man, that brought in funds, man.
Yeah,
Craig
before
Mack.
Biggie. Yeah,
Before Biggie.
Yeah, because Biggie didn't actually pop until, you remember he did the Flavor in Your Air remix?
Yeah.
So once that kind of like, he got on that, that's when he catapulted. Like his stuff started
originally, Biggie was signed to Uptown Records, bro. When Andre Harrell fired Diddy, Andre Harrell was like, yo, listen, I'll give you Biggie and you know what I mean, go ahead and do your own thing. So that's when, you know what I mean, he was able to take Biggie from Uptown Records. And first Diddy put out Craig Mack, but Biggie was the second artist that, you know what I mean, they put out. And you know, after Biggie's second album and he died or whatever, that's when Diddy's career blossomed to a whole different level. I mean, so yeah, I agree with you, man. Like Diddy should have been paying them niggas right, man. Word is born.
That's why I called up to him. When you doing people wrong, you know they ain't gonna have nothing nice to say about you later on.
Yeah, because he was charging people for everything. Like, hey, I produced your album, pay me back.
Yeah. You see, nobody got his back now. You see, they left that. They left.
I mean, that's a normal thing, Stan. Like, a lot of times, when an artist is signed to a major label, like you know, Interscope, WB, or whatever, a lot of times the A&Rs and other executives will create bogus invoices and charge it to the max, so that way they could take a lot of that budget money and you know go simp with some bitches with that money, man. That's what it really is, man.
So why
these niggas be ripping niggas off just to go simp on women? Know what I mean?
Yep. Buy jewelry, buy cars, and all that.
Do better. Like if they know this is happening, why aren't artists like? There's still artists like I want to be signed. From what you telling me, Rush and Famous, when you talking about 360 deals, it's like you might as well go ahead and do it yourself and get paid. It doesn't make any sense.
They're ignorant. They want the fame. They rather the fame than the money.
Yeah, let me just interject real quick. The reason why people prefer to be with a label, a major label like a big machine like Interscope or whatever, they don't have to worry about the expenses that they have to cover to put out a project, such as, you know, marketing, you know, the promotion and all that. Like all that is very expensive to put out a decent artist to, you know, try to get some type of recoup. You know what I mean? And a lot of times, you know, when you going independently, you know what I mean, you're doing everything on your own, like, yo, you got to pay for everything, you know? Yeah. Yes, the reward would be great after your project takes off, but you know, but behind getting that the profit or whatever, yo, you got to put in some bread. Scared money don't make no money, so you got to, you know what I mean? You got to put that bread up. I mean,
a lot of you got to put a lot of money, a lot of effort, bro. I do all my videos, I edit my videos, I shoot my videos. I broke my camera one time because I was out there by myself in the snow and broke my camera trying to film out my videos. You got to pay for all the venues for your videos or your recording. Yeah, you got to do. A lot of them don't want to do the effort. They want the label to do all the effort. They want the label to put up all the marketing money. So it's harder, but it'll work out in the long run.
But you're gonna pay them back anyway, right? Because even though they do it for you, from what you guys explained, like,
yeah, the
thing, okay, well, let me explain to you, Stan. See, the thing is, when it comes to that budget money, you don't want to be signed under a major doing that, because a lot of times, like the A&Rs and execs, they're gonna figure out a way to burn out your budget money. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, right? If I got my own studio or whatever, right, and I create an invoice through my LLC or whatever, I can rip you off and take like half your budget. You know what I mean? That's why it's more wise to, do everything on your own, because when you're under a major, a lot of people are involved in your project. You know what I mean? That you don't really have to say so, because you're just the artist. You're not in the business aspect of the game. They handle that. You know what I mean?
Because Stan, look at it like this, man. Like, say if you like what Diddy was doing.
Yeah.
All right, man. I get you. I'm gonna give you. Say I give you 100,000 signing bonus. But now it's like, okay, we got to work on your album. You want to record in my studio? You got to pay me for that now. Oh yeah, I got the producer in there. By the way, I'm producing too. I'm the executive producer. You shoot a video and I'm the director of the video. So my man double dipping probably 8 times off of that. You know what I'm saying?
All that come out to advancement too.
And then the rappers.
Example, right?
Oh, go ahead.
My bad, yo. My bad
No,
to
you good.
interject so abruptly. But another good example, right? I don't know if y'all read 50's book called Hustle Hard, Hustle Smarter. There's a chapter within that book where he broke down the science on Shy Money Excel, right? Now, before 50 caught that deal with Interscope, he would do most of his recording in Shy Money Excel's house because he had a pre-production studio. After everything took off, right?
Yeah.
And he got his deals or whatever. Shy Money came back and told 50 like, yo, listen, man, you got to pay me for all that studio time y'all used up in my crib. Even though it wasn't professional, it was a pre-production studio. So 50 was like, I'll pay you, right? But let me pay you in points with the album that's getting ready to come out. He was like, nah, nigga, I want the money. So I guess 50 gave him I think 30 bands for that. But if he would have took the points instead of the
he would have won on that.
he would have had I think 1.5 mil, because that's how good the album did. But the album did get rich that trying, but he wanted to cash out. He wanted to he wanted to cash up front and all that. So that's another good reason why, it's always good to do, things on your own, because a lot of people have a lot of hands into your project, and they're gonna want to get paid for the the work that they put in for your project.
Be business minded, and you gotta have some good people around you that know the business.
So I got another question then. So are people getting rich from the 360 deals then?
No.
Not too many people getting rich anyway.
Bro, your rapper that's on TV, he not getting to that chicken like that, man. It's all a front. There's only a handful. There's only a handful of niggas in the industry that's really getting to that chicken, man.
Yeah, most of them they just pay for the image. They're marketing them for the image. So they look rich, but they're not.
But a lot of people fuck up their paper too. Cause say if they got their money, they invested it, then they beat out the contract, they work kind of do one of them things like Prince, hey, here's all your damn songs, release me now. But they'll go and they'll take their advance, man. People will go get, they got their entourage, so they bleeding them out. They go get the ice and the whip. They might go buy the house and stuff. So man, they already got a little bit of money and stuff. So they just go on a spending spree, man, and that's where they get locked in. So then they can try to go back and get more money, and then they're locked in for they're like, all right, man, if I give you a little bit more money, then you got to sign even more. So that's how a lot of them end up getting locked in, though.
But if it's made for your image, right? So if I'm on the show, you didn't help me get on the show, you still get paid.
Nah, they helped you. If you're in the industry, they the one that they paid for you to get on that show.
But if I'm say on what's that thing that Ice-T is on? Is the
Law and Order.
Law and Order. I get on Law and Order. So I like that saying basically these second thing okay. You get on Law and Order, so the industry, the record labels get that too. The labels get that money from Law and Order.
Well, not Ice-T. Ice-T's he's far removed from that. But if you in the industry, they getting a piece of that. I don't think Ice-T signed a 360 deal because he's been acting and doing that way before the 360s and all of that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
him.
it just depends what you negotiate too. Cause like some things you could leave off, but yeah, for the most part, man, they're gonna come for that money. But I mean, to a certain degree, it makes sense for them. Cause if I give you 200,000 and man, I don't get my money back, I gotta recoup. Cause you know how much money record labels end up losing a lot.
Yeah,
So it's almost like when they get that one person that like kind of pop, it's almost like they try to recoup all the lost money from that person, man.
But
yeah.
isn't that the record label fault though? Because who told you to stop printing out CDs
Hey,
and start like? Because you're not making money from streaming, which I know they're in court, like the Supreme Court right now, because nobody's actually making a living from streaming.
yep.
And across the world, like people still have CDs, and you still gotta like perform. Isn't that the record label's fault because they're not protecting their industry?
Yeah, that's why I
I
said
think it
bring
just
back
moved so
physical
quick, man.
copies.
I think they wasn't prepared, man.
Yeah,
Because I was looking at somebody, they didn't fight, man. When, like you said, they was doing the streaming stuff, they didn't jump ahead of it. So it's like once it got out there, it's like they kind of didn't know how to pivot at that point. So that's where they're just like trying to figure it out at this point. But everybody's kind of like Famous said, you could do it independently now. People are popping. There's so much social media.
yeah. You just need all you need. Listen, it's not easy, but it's easy. You just need the money for marketing. If you have enough money for marketing, you can blow up easy.
Yeah, because I was wondering because like when you look at back in the day, there was like MySpace artists that was popular. They didn't pivot too much. They went straight to MTV and became reality stars. Then you look at TikTok, which TikTok pushes all the movies. Not the movies, but all the music, the majority music. I look at that and I'm like, yo, record labels are, to me, I have to say that the executives are lazy because you already
Yeah,
had like good almost 30 years of streaming. So it's like really not an excuse because if I'm looking at it and if I'm not making movies or not making moves, not making money, and it's because of this industry, that's why that I don't know if you guys remember there was a point where like to like get a tape deck or to get tape or to get a DVD player or a CD, ROM, whatever, those people had to Maxwell had to pay money back to the industry because they knew people was going to make copies. So there was a percentage of that that went back into the industry because you might make copies and people go and print, um, make bootlegs. So bootlegs always been around, but there was a way to recoup. So I don't understand like why they're not jumping on it and just like not being responsible. I don't feel any sympathy to record labels and their executives because if you knew something was happening, you would have blocked it.
Yeah, but
yeah,
I just think, man, the technology moves so quick, man. Because I don't feel bad for them either. But I don't, at this point, I don't know what adjustment they could really do. Because it's like, man, you could buy, but like even back in the day, man, you couldn't just get beats like you can online now. So, everything was just kind of more held in tight, where it's just like, man, you had to go to damn near the industry to kind of like, damn, I need some beats. They know the people
yeah,
that do that. Okay, man, I need an engineer. Now, everybody, man, you could go get online right now, probably find like 5 motherfuckers around your neighborhood that could, mix and edit stuff. Like Famous said, Famous could do it himself. So, to get a camera crew and shit, it was like a package deal. That's why you went to the industry. But now it's just so decentralized that you don't even need them no more. So
yeah,
yeah, they just asked out at this point, honestly.
yeah. We need to bring back physical copies. Bring back CD plays and cassette tapes.
You said you're gonna be rolling around with the 8-track.
Yeah, that's what we need to do. Bring it back.
So that would never happen because now things have the
Yeah,
the
we borrowed
market has
from that man.
changed so much to the point because putting out CDs like there's a terminology in the industry that they use called real estate. Each like say for instance, for example, you called a deal with WB, right? WB got a plug with like all the Target stores. Each Target store that they put your CDs in, they gotta pay something called a real estate fee. You know what I mean? So all the CDs that they're distributing through whatever company they have with your label, like they gotta break off the store a certain amount of money just to sell your album in their store. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So and that's how much money the game was bringing in back then, man. But it's not. It wouldn't be feasible if they brought back, CDs and take cassettes and all that. Like they would have to go back to this old school style of paying the real estate fees and all that. I mean,
and they would have to get rid of they would have to get rid of the Spotify's and all of that too. They have to eliminate all of that.
Yeah, because right now there's a I was in Concord, like I live in California. There's a place called Half Books, and when I was leaving it, I saw this, like, one of the workers, he brought in like cases full of DVDs and CDs. There is a market for it. Like, it's coming back because nobody wants to be caught up in streaming. There's a different sound from streaming. Like, you can tell the difference. Like vinyl, clear difference. Tape, difference. CDs, difference. And people are going back to it because when you listen to streaming, everything is pretty much flat. It's all on the same level. There's a unique, like, you hear something unique with vinyl. So if vinyl's coming back, then coming back.
A lot of people buying vinyl too.
Vinyl goes hard in like Europe. They're real big on that. So that's where like West Side Gun, Conway, they make a lot of money off of vinyls going overseas and stuff because they took a different approach, man. But that is for people that can actually rap. So the ones that's like on that Lil Uzi Vert.
But you gotta understand, like West Side Gun and Griselda and all them cats, they've been grinding for so many years. Like, this was not no overnight success.
Oh,
so
no. Yeah, facts.
Create that kind of fan base where they're able to sell those kind of merch to their consumers. Know what I mean? But it took years for them to build up that kind of fan base. Know what I mean? So I know what you're talking about. Yeah, like you go to Europe, London and all that. Like, yo, they big ups that old school 90s style boom bap hip hop. I mean,
also, they could meet the artist and they could sign it. So we forget, like, there's certain stuff that CDs could do that streaming can never do. Because if I go see you in a concert, I'll buy your album for $10. What $10? $10 is not much. I just go ahead and you sign it. That's mine forever. You keep mine merch, like the T-shirts. You sell it at 10 or 20, you get both for like $20 or $30. People gonna spend. Like, there's something called CD Baby, if I remember correctly. Like, it's print on demand, so people like stuff being sent to their house, and they get it within a week. There's ways to circumvent all the regular ways of getting product in. It's like we're stuck in America. We think that everybody is like America, but like in the world, people still have CDs. People still have DVD players because people don't want to depend on their Wi-Fi's and waste data for a movie. They have DVD players. So if we keep on, like, especially do streaming, because the movie that you pay for is actually not actually yours. If, say, like, if this streaming service lost a deal with MCA or Universal, you pay $30 for that movie. That movie now gone off that streaming service. And now you're like, man, where my movie at? And I pay for it. And so now I have to go on Amazon, and Amazon is selling DVDs like crazy. And CDs. And my kid, she got a DVD player that goes to her that plays with her we call that MP3, but like it's Blu-ray, no, Bluetooth from her phone. So for that generation, that's Generation Alpha, they loving the CDs.
Yeah. If you got a large enough fan base, you can sell your CDs. You see what Cardi B did? She was in the Bronx selling CDs with her new album. When she was promoting her new, she was out there with a bunch of CDs selling them. If you got a large enough fan base, they'll still buy it.
You just gotta be present.
Yeah, but I think that whole situation with Cardi was more of a humiliation ritual. Know what I mean? Because
I think it was just marketing.
I could be wrong, but
she wanted to people to see how she selling her CDs. That humanizes her.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you want to look at it like that,
I'm about to sell some CDs, Rush.
What happened?
I'm about to put out some CDs.
Oh, say it again, Famous?
Yeah, I can't hear you. What you said?
I said I'm about to put out some CDs.
Well, I mean,
put
yo,
up
it'll work
because
for you. You know what I'm saying? Because you in that grinding stage. You know what I mean?
Famous, you need to do
Like
some records and target of Europe, man, because you can actually rap. Because you got
yeah,
that
yeah.
like
That's
Yo,
that
famous
flow,
mad
man.
nice, yeah,
they,
crazy
they can
nice.
they can appreciate it out there too. They appreciate music out there. China, London, all of that. They appreciate hip hop way more than they do in the US.
Nah, because I'm telling you, like UFO Feeve, Rome Streets, they said, man, time they ship a
Yo,
crate over
Rome
there,
Street.
that thing
Yo,
is,
hold on, yo. What you know about Rome Streets, man? Okay,
man,
you
I'm a hip
tapped
hop
in,
head,
man.
dog. That's
You
what people don't
tapped
be
in.
understand. I'm in that underground, like,
Word. Okay. Yo, you don't racked up with some more cool points with me, man. Word is born.
no doubt,
Rome,
no
Rome
doubt.
Streets is mad nice. I like them. Know what I mean?
Yeah, he nice, but yeah, they be shipping them crates over there, man. They said as soon as that hit, they be selling out like that. But
I mean,
like they're peer MCs and stuff. So like, if you're a
it's
peer
good
MC,
quality
yeah,
music.
there's a whole totally different market over there.
Yeah, I mean, it's good quality music. So like, I'm not shocked that it'll get sold out. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
But
yeah,
real
man.
quick, what y'all think about the Diddy and Tupac relationship? Because they said, man, Diddy
Got jealous.
despised Tupac.
Yo, they say Diddy lined up Pac, man. That whole
I think he's
situation
jealous.
at the studio, they say Diddy lined that nigga up.
He was jealous. He was taking
Yeah,
away
I
his
think
man.
yeah. I think Diddy wanted to be Pac. He was jealous for him.
But I mean, there's two incidents though. The first incident was with Haitian Jack. You know what I mean? I don't think Diddy had anything to do with that. But the
Nah, he
second
knew.
joint with the studio and all that, I think from how they, you know what I mean? They, you know what I mean? All the evidence they got out there, yo, it looked like he lined the nigga for real. What is wrong?
Allegedly.
Who?
Allegedly, yeah.
All of
Nah,
it.
I mean, what's your thoughts on that, Jerk?
Yeah, he definitely hated Pac. But that first situation, man, Napoleon from Outlaws, he said, damn, Haitian Jack and them, they said homeboy called Tupac's house and was like, hey man, you better get your paper up, you want to go to war with me. So he, they pretty much everybody knew who kind of did that. Like I said, allegedly, but still. He made that phone call.
I mean that's normal though. That's been that kind of thing, like where goons be racketeering. It's not racketeering. They be what's extorting niggas. It's called tapping in. Know what I mean? So I guess he was supposed to tap in and break them niggas off with some of that bread, but that's been like that in the industry for years though. Like, you know what I mean?
Because where they messed up, because that's what Tupac called Haitian Jack. He was like, man, he's a hang around. But really, man, a lot of them was like kind of copying his style and stuff. So that's why he was pissed off. He's like, man, I'm the one with the Versace on, and y'all trying to mimic my lifestyle and stuff. So that's where, everything kind of escalated off of that incident.
Yeah, that's always been around in hip hop though. The rappers always copied the drug dealers in the street guys. They took their style and bring it to hip hop. That's why when it first started, the drug dealers and all that, they didn't really like rappers like that.
Yeah, I wish that whole situation could have de-escalated, man. Like, because even when you're looking at the documentary, man, it's like, damn, why Puffy wanted to go over to California? Because I remember when they was doing that, we're like, why the hell you? Everybody was just like shaking their head, man.
Right?
They're trying to say that, Biggie allegedly that Biggie died because of Diddy. Diddy locked him up too.
Yeah, I don't think he did that. I just think that cockiness, man, because it seemed like that's where he started. He done took Albie Shore's bitch. He done got a couple of guys. He was like, you know what? Let's go over there, man. Let's go celebrate and stuff. And got Biggie lined up.
But what he said, like, there was like an important part was that he didn't like the friendship of Biggie and Pac.
Yeah, I don't know.
Losing Biggie.
Yeah, he was like Rico and Belly. I don't like that shit.
Said eating a banana.
Yep.
He was like mad and he was jealous and like he made sure, and that's saying like a man like Diddy, like I'm sorry guys, like I don't trust dirty Mackers, I don't trust bottom feeders, because there's no limit of what they'll do.
Yeah, I always tell you, you cannot be friends with guys that's not cool. That's good with women. You can't do it.
That's a fact.
I'm
Because
telling you.
Stan, you remember a couple weeks ago, you was asking me, you're like, man, would you do business with a simp or a guy like that? And I was like, hell nah, man, because they're just like emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, man, they have so many highs and lows, and man, you know, they're always looking for an angle, man, because they so insecure internally, man. It's almost like they see a prototype of a male that got his shit together. It's like, man, I gotta destroy that. So it seems
Yeah.
like that's what Diddy was doing, because man, it's like Tupac was popping, man, was popular. He was like big in, you know, New York area, because man, he hung with a lot of New York people. That's why. And then, you know, California, they was loving him over there. So I think Diddy wanted to be embraced like that. So I think
Yeah.
that's why he was like trying to drive that wedge, man.
And
And once
Pac was
the
good
guy-
with the woman too. That's
Yeah,
another
yeah,
thing.
definitely.
Pac was good with the woman. Diddy wasn't. You see how they said Diddy didn't know how to talk to woman or anything, and Pac was great with women.
Yeah, but they also said that Diddy got one of Pac's girlfriends pregnant, and I was like,
Diddy got everybody girlfriend pregnant.
No, he did. But the funny thing is, because I forgot the lady's name, Sarah or something like that. But all of the ones that he snatched from everybody, they were kind of just like,
Side chicks.
yeah, because like Albie Shore, even Kim Porter, Albie Shore was like, shit, go ahead and adopt that kid. You know, Albie Shore, like, he was like, hey, I'm good. Like, I got about 7 of these joints. Then, like
Yeah,
you said,
he
the
did.
one,
That's a jerk.
oh, no, I was just going to say, yeah. So he was just literally in his mind, he thought he was like pulling some game, but he was just getting like leftovers. Them dudes was like, hey, go ahead, man.
Yeah, because none
Diddy-
of them was actively with them when he actually took them. So he didn't really take them from them. He just got their leftovers.
Yeah, no, fact. Yeah, Diddy was tricking too. He was paying for all
Yeah,
them households.
That's
So,
why he got him. That's the money. That money talk.
yeah, so you can't any dude that's like a trick mixed in with like super emotional. Yeah, those dudes is dangerous.
how about this
Yeah.
guy? I need to ask my wife.
What was that?
The guy who says, I need to ask my wife in the business meeting. He says,
Oh,
I
no.
need to ask my wife.
Nah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean by that. But yo, I
He's
want
the
to
wife at
pivot
that
to this
point.
next question real quick.
Wait,
Like,
answer that, Rush. What does that mean when the man says, I need to ask my wife? Would that
He's
be
the wife.
somebody to do business
he
with?
need to ask permission from his wife to do anything. She runs shit.
no. I think sometimes dudes use that as an excuse. They just don't want to do it, so they're like, "Oh, let me go ahead." They're trying to delay their no because they're eventually gonna tell you no, but they're like, "Let me put this on there." So it could mean two things:
I mean, it
either
could
they're
be that too,
indecisive
but
or
whenever a dude say that, man, his woman run the relationship, bro. Know what I mean, it's either or, one or another. But yo,
Yeah.
let me pivot to
Wait,
this.
Famous didn't get a chance to answer real quick. Famous, what was your response when
He's
when
the wife.
He's what?
He's the wife.
Yeah, he doesn't wear the pants in a relationship. Okay.
You know, a lot of men are the wifeys in a relationship nowadays. They're the wifeys.
How?
Cause they getting
What do
wifed
you
up by
mean,
the girl.
how? Yo, these chicks run this shit, bro.
They're getting wifed up. The men are getting wifed up.
Yo, you ain't know? But yo, I'm gonna pivot to this next question. What's your thoughts on well, first things first. Do you guys remember the group Day 26?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, so y'all familiar with Q. Now Q expressed to the public that Diddy threatened him with an email indicating that he's gonna use him for a blood sacrifice. Do you think a blood sacrifice within the industry is a real thing? And if so, let me get y'all opinion on that. Talk to me.
I definitely think it is, but I don't think he's gonna email and just tell you it. It's just gonna happen. It's gonna happen. They're not gonna tell you it. I don't believe that part, that they just emailed and told him he's gonna be a blood sacrifice. That's not how it worked. That sounds crazy. But it's definitely real.
Yeah, I think they're on that demonic shit, man. Because if you hear what's all been going on, man, like people passing out and they was talking about the roofies and shit, allegedly. But yeah, I saw the interview with Q, and he was talking about like he woke up in the twins' bed. He was just like knocked out, and he started crying when he read the letter. But the thing with a lot of those people, man, I don't understand. So I do think Diddy and them sent that email, man, because I think Diddy just got to the point where he started getting clumsy because he was just, like I said, man, he was just on that God type shit. Like, hey, I run everything. I done beat so much stuff now, that whole stampede, all the shootings. He's been getting off. He's like, man, let me shoot this little email to this little scary dude. So I do think he did it, man. Because he knows who he could punk, man. That's what I'm telling you. Because, like, I'm telling you, the people I know that's around there, they're like, he's professional when he knows, like, people got some people behind him and stuff. He leaves them alone. But the people that he knows, he could sense that, like, punking them or, like, they could be bought. He starts fucking with them. So, yeah, I do Q. He was kind of a little emotional, too. So, yeah, I think Diddy sent that email. But, yeah, I do think there's, like, blood sacrifices. I think they're doing all kind of weird shit, man.
Yeah, it's a dirty game.
If y'all, I'm gonna say this, if y'all don't get off this, not us, but anybody else out there, if y'all don't go ahead and hire a photographer and go get a videographer and get an OF page and just supply your need to be famous, come on now. What is this stuff? You wake up in the bed, don't know what's going on, and you're gonna be welcome, you're gonna be a lamb to the slaughter? If y'all don't go home, go home. I don't get this stuff. Why are
I
y'all
don't
staying? Go home.
That's the thing I don't get. All these people are saying all of the stuff that Diddy did, and they stuck around for years after.
I get like Stockholm syndrome, but it's like, yo, somebody's going.
I don't think. I think us as a people, right, in our demographic, we're so conditioned to chase the money at any given cost. So a lot of times, some crazy stuff will pop off, but they stick around because they probably desperate for that money, man. You know?
If you're desperate for that money, go on OF, and then you could go on Zeus Network, and then you could go ahead. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's like another, like, to go around and snorting pink cocaine. There's Viagra in the baby oil. I have never heard about that in my life.
That's
like,
crazy.
This man is feeding y'all, like, what's that thing called? That gasoline station, honey. He putting that in your buffalo wings.
Honey
What are
packs.
we doing?
Honey
Like,
packs.
go home.
That reminds me, I got to get a honey pack.
Poppy was good. Yeah, no, man, especially because, you know, a few of them was like, hey, man, I seen some shit. Because, like, man, I've been, like I said, a bunch of interviews since I, like, looked at this shit. People have been popping up. Yeah, man, I seen Diddy kissing this guy. I seen him under. I'm like, how the fuck you still around, though, man? Because, man, once I see some shit, man, I'm moving states. You might fuck around and catch me in, like, South America. They be like, damn, jerk, why you bounce like that? I be like, look, man, I done seen some shit. My eyes couldn't take it. I'm gonna move continents on y'all, man. I ain't being around shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna be uncomfortable. That's uncomfortable to be around. I can't be around that for years. That's crazy. And Rush, you said they desperate for money. What money? They wasn't getting paid.
Yeah, they was hanging out.
Free.
They wasn't even getting no money.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, they're stuck around because, you know, it's not. He doesn't do it overtly, like, yo, I'm not going to pay you. He's probably giving them some BS excuse on why he hasn't paid them yet. And they think that at the end, they're going to get a huge check for, you know, sticking around. But, you know, they never get paid. And I think that's evil in itself, bro.
No, it definitely is, man. But I mean, like, once you see something like major like that, are you waking up, like my man said, like his ass was sore? Like,
oh, nah, we got to fight.
Playboy, yeah. You don't hang out for that paycheck. That's when you get the hell out of Dodge. You like, look, about my safety on the line.
Yeah, you go home. You go straight home, and he's staying. And it's like, yo, I get it. Like, it's not shaming the victims, but this is a PSA for anybody. Stuff like this happen, go home. Get out.
Yeah, like, and you got one excuse. You got one excuse not to pay me, not years of excuses.
But you know what, man? It was like, I think, man, you know, like you said, it's that Famous was talking about it, man. I think everybody wanted that, like, that fame so much. Because even like the dude that was the producer, he's like, hey, man, you know, I'm working on this project. And if it gets out there, man, I'm going to blow up and I'm going to be sought after. Then, you know, when everybody's partying, man, you mixing in, like, you know, the drugs and all the drinking, the crazy sex. Because, you know, some of them people, man, probably never really was bagging chicks like that. So, you know, there's vixens there and they doing all this crazy stuff.
But
Diddy in the corner, like,
still not bagging chicks. They are the chicks that's getting bagged because you.
well, he starts them off probably with the video vixens and shit, and then that's when Diddy be in a corner and shit, like with the binos, like you like, all right, that's weird. And then, you remember that homeboy, the Punisher? That's what he said. He was like, "Hey, homeboy came in there with the hijab on." He was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, because it's like, yo,
Yo,
like, you getting
yo,
bribed.
hold on. Yo, Poppy Blanco just said a statement. He said everyone is guilty in that Diddy situation. They wanted to be around the billionaire for the look. Now, since there is money to make for their interview, all of a sudden Diddy violated them. What's
You
your
see,
thoughts on that, man? Expound on this. Talk to him.
that's just
And salute to
that's
Poppy
just like what
Blanco
the
TV.
Pacific was saying.
Poppy need to pull up. Yeah, nah, facts. Nah, I think because man, that's what I'm saying. When you see a lot of signs, and man, because like a lot of them, I'm saying if you go and you look at the interviews, man, they're like, "Hey, man, I seen them do this and this." I'm like, "What the fuck was you around for?" I can see if you didn't you didn't see nothing. You're like, "Nah, I ain't see nothing," and then it just caught you off guard or something like towards the tail end. But it's just like, man, even the whole rumors with the whole East to West Coast shit, him not paying people, man, that type of stuff been out for a while. So me, I'll just take that loss. Like, I get it, you want to get in the industry, but I'll be like, man, I'll be like Famous. I'm gonna grind it out. But if I know somebody ain't paying people, that was probably like if Craig Mack and Biggie, he wasn't paying them and they was at the stable, you damn sure ain't gonna fuck around with me. You ain't gonna pay me. So yeah, I'm not even gonna be in that environment, man. I'll just take that loss, man.
Yeah, do it. Like I said, do it yourself. Win, lose, or draw, man. If you don't make it, listen, there's other things you can do. Music not the only thing in the world to do. But yeah, they just wanted to be a part of something, and they wanted the fame. You see what Babs Bunny said for making the band. I just wanted to be part of Bad Boy, so I signed it.
Yeah.
She said she didn't know. She said she didn't even read it. She said I just signed it because it's Bad Boy. Who don't want to be a part of Bad Boy?
The Lord told her, like, you'll be famous, but you'll never be rich.
That's what they want. They want the fame until they realize what they signed, and they're like, damn, I ain't getting paid. I can't live off fame.
Yeah,
so,
motherfuckers want the fame until they hit 30s, and they're like, shit, I gotta pay some bills. where the money at?
Yeah.
But no, they are guilty because, man, the sad thing, man, when you look at a lot of these breakdowns, man, and that's why I always tell people, man, you gotta be careful. Especially when I'm talking to women, I'm like, man, everybody got that materialistic nature where they'll get with the dudes with the money. Them chicks going on the yachts, or they going to Dubai and shit now, and then all this crazy stuff's happening. And I'm like, man, when you put yourself in that dynamic where you're with those type of people, man, that shit spirals out of control quick. So yeah, everybody, like you said, whether it's like that desire for fame, it's the desire for money, people are willing to like sell a little bit of their soul, man. And that's the people like Diddy and them, they know how powerful like fame and money is, man. So it's kind of easy to lure those type of people in, and they'll stick around. Like you said, Rush, it's that thought in their mind, like, oh man, eventually this is gonna pay out. But Diddy was like, he lure them in even more. He was kind of like a cult leader, man. You look at like Jim Jones in Guyana. Yeah, he had them people down there like drugged out and shit. He was drugged out. So
the Kool-Aid.
When I was doing modeling, it was I was like signed up to like 3 agencies, and it was me and this other girl. We signed up at the same time, and they always, we didn't get the jobs or anything like that, but they always want us to go to events and parties. And I'm like, I'm Haitian. I need to see money. You got me signed up for stuff.
They were trying to groom you. They were trying to groom you, Stan.
But look, I seen what happened to her, and she ain't look the same. And one time I had to ask her, like, "Are you okay? Like, do you need help?" And she's like, she looked at me. She said, "Was I a good person?" It turned out she became a single mom, and they tore up on drugs, man. And she was beautiful, nice, and she wasn't pregnant or anything. She was just a regular girl. We were going out for commercial prints and auditions and stuff, but they always want us to go to nightclubs and meet people. And I'm just like, yo, I didn't sign up for this part. So I left.
Now, shout out to Stan, man. Because, yeah, if you would have went to that party, Stan would have been in there, ooh. Pass me that pink stuff. He would have been oiled up.
But remember, I told you, remember we had this nightclub in San Francisco and D was there. I told him we had this nightclub. It was weird. It was for 18 and overs. But like, there was a bunch of 50 and 60-year-olds and 70-year-olds there that was trying to buy you a drink, but you have to wear this wristband because you was under 21, so you couldn't get a drink. So you got like these old cougars like, come here, young man, and just
Yeah. I ain't taking no drink from nobody, especially at a party.
But mind
Yeah,
you,
and
like,
that's
the model, right? So you going around wearing the clothes live in person, and then you can't, you only got like access to Coca-Cola and ice cubes and water. So
I'm
like,
good with that.
but I'm just letting you know, like that's how it used to get us. And I'm just like sitting back. I'm like, yo, they was trying to make us into prostitutes because they ain't making any sense. I'm only 18, 19, going to a 21 over spot with a whole bunch of adults. And they
yeah.
were grown because they weren't 21. It jumped. It's 21 over, but it was a bunch of 30s, 40s, and a whole bunch of 50s, 60s, and 70-year-olds there.
Yeah, Stan was about to get sold.
Well, let me pivot to this next question. Do y'all think Andre Harrell was a good father figure to Diddy? And if so, break down the science on that, y'all.
I think Andre Harrell's the one that got him the way he is. They said that Andre Harrell was the first Diddy. And he groomed him basically. He raised him. He didn't have that was his father figure. And they said Andre Harrell allegedly used to do the same stuff that Diddy's doing now. It just wasn't public knowledge.
Yeah, I think some of the old school dudes, man, they definitely he's seen how they operated, even as far as like how they ripped off people, because that was just the business model. I think it was like actually Clive Davis, then Andre, and then Clive came out and said he was like bye. So that's what I'm saying, and it a lot of weird shit in the industry. So it's almost like kind of like for anybody to kind of get their foot in the door, it's almost like, I'm not gonna say the ritual stuff, but it's almost like, hey, you got to do some crazy shit to even get in position. And I think a lot of people willing to sell to do those acts. So it kind of starts off like that. And once they kind of do that stuff, it's just like, it becomes that lifestyle for them. So yeah, he was definitely groomed and shit in some sense, man. So yeah, that's the thing. And he already had like an insecurity problem because of like his background. So when you add that into some guy that's like probably a little feminine, because that's what it sounded like,
Yeah.
And that's why he wanted to put that macho image. He surrounded himself with gangsters and he tried to emulate their lifestyle. So he tried to project that. So that's why he was just on that, oh, I see somebody, he might be a little tough. Let me humiliate him. Let me break him down. Let me get him doing some sissy type shit. Let me take his woman. So it just seemed like he was on that projection shit on steroids.
So Andre was doing the same thing?
They did allegedly. Yeah. I mean, he was like his intern, so that's why they didn't go into details on Andre Harrell. Probably not
like,
the super
Andre,
weird shit, but it definitely that was just the record deal structure, how they was kind of like ripping off artists and stuff. So
I know
he was living with him.
Of it where Andre,
yeah, he was living with him too. So that was weird.
Let me interject real quick. To be real with you, a lot of the stuff that Diddy does, he actually learned some of that from Clive Davis. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm not too sure if it would, because I've never heard anything about Andre Harrell moving in that kind of direction. But within the industry, you never know. You know what I'm saying?
Russ, they said it on the doc that Andre Harrell was into that stuff.
But Famous just said something I didn't think about. Oh my bad. Go ahead.
I watched the documentary. I didn't hear them saying Andre Harrell kind of did the same thing what Diddy did. Listen closely to the first episode. I didn't catch it where they say where they're insinuating that Diddy learned all his crazy sexual escapades through Andre Harrell. But, I gotta watch it again to catch
the first episode. They're saying that he got a lot of his stuff from Andre Harrell. They had a whole segment about that.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of his business acumen derives from Andre Harrell. The way I took it when they said that, I'm thinking that I'm looking at it like, yo, you know, through all the business deals he made,
Mhm.
how he climbed up the corporate ladder within the industry, like he learned all that from Andre Harrell. But you know, I could be wrong. I mean,
No, but famous hit it because I didn't even think about it until like famous said it. Diddy was living in his house, so it's like, man, you got this young intern that don't got no skill sets really. You guys are got like an age difference. You move him into your house.
Mhm.
That's weird because I ain't moving no young motherfucker in my house.
Yeah.
Yeah, because how he
But
moved in too was like his mom kicked him out.
Yeah.
And
hold on, I gotta give you some pushback, man. Like, look how Mike Tyson became an excellent boxer after his trainer moved him in his crib. That old white guy. You know what I'm saying?
Casamaro.
So he mentored him. He brought him a part of the family and made him an excellent boxer. Like, you know, to me, you
There's
know,
a-
that's what a man's supposed to do is look out for the young pups. That's on the come
Yeah.
up. You know what I mean?
but I see the boxing
But
thing
there's
because
a-
it's like, man, you see talent, man. You see the ambition. You know, that's like a macho type of. But you know, this was different though, man, because it's like an internship. You know what I'm saying, to a a corporate setting. Like I understand the
Yeah.
boxing. You're like, man, we got to wake up early. You know, what was Rocky? What was my man's name? The old dude that was like training him, Mickey.
Mickey.
So it's like I understand that. It's like we about to wake up at 3. We about to go running. We gonna punch a bag. We about to do some man shit. But
Yeah.
some intern? No, fuck that. That's weird.
And Puffy's willing to do anything too.
Yeah.
So he was desperate.
Cause think about it, Andre Harrell, he probably had some other dudes that was probably like well more versed in like the business culture. That's what I'm saying. Diddy didn't really make sense. 'Cause he was
Hold
so
on. One thing about Diddy, that nigga, he's consistent, bro. Like, I could see why Andre Harrell will see Sean Combs as an asset to Uptown Records. Like, yo, he's consistent. I mean, that's alone within that self of having a lot of consistency and hard working ethics. Like, yo, that makes you an incredible asset to a company, man. So I can see why Andre Harrell would, you know, took him under his wing and you know what I mean, and did his thing with Diddy
how
like
old
that.
was he though when he moved over? Because that's I mean, I get what you're saying. You
He was
want to look
probably
out for
in his mid-20s, like mid-20s, bro.
Nah, you sure? I thought he was like 19.
Nah.
yeah, he had to be like that. Hold on, let me find it. But keep in
that's one
mind,
thing
Diddy
you
was
can't-
kind of like soft too. Then that's why I'm saying
Yeah.
it wasn't like Mike Tyson where he's like foaming at the mouth, punching the bag. You know what I'm saying? Not because I knew Mike Tyson back in the day, man. Dude was a beast. You know what I'm saying? Like
There's
when
a lot
he,
with that too with Mike Tyson, no, too. Because you know they said Costamato was a hypnotist, and he used to hypnotize Mike Tyson to be ruthless like that.
so we're doing witchcraft.
Nah, look it up. Costamato was a hypnotist. I'm telling you. 'Cause
Witchcraft.
Mike Tyson was scared. Mike Tyson said he was scared. There's an interview with Mike Tyson saying that he used to hypnotize him because he was scared to go when he first started. He was scared to box.
okay, that
That's
is
what I said,
weird.
Witchcraft. That's what I'm saying. Witchcraft. We
Yeah,
doing
you hypnotizing
witchcraft.
motherfuckers. Yeah.
That's
Mike
witchcraft,
Tyson said
man.
it on the interview. Look it up. He said Costamato used to hypnotize him to be ruthless like that.
But see, like Mike Tyson, though, I'm just saying, like, if you know his demeanor, man, he was around a lot of like street dudes. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But like Diddy was just like, he was a little more softer. You know, we just so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we got to
Ain't no
talk
dude
about
like that coming in my house. Y'all, you know what I'm saying?
We got to talk about how Cassie should be arrested too, though.
Right now, most definitely. Yo, you see how old boy coming out the woodwork talking about, you know, she gave him herpes and all that, and you know,
Yeah.
and etc. So you see how karma work? Like, yo,
Yeah.
she got Diddy for the 30 mil, and now she about to get sued by old boy now. So
Yeah.
yo, go ahead and break the science on that, fam.
Yeah, if Diddy's in jail, Cassie should be in jail for the same exact crimes because she did that and even more. She's the one that set up all of that. It wasn't Diddy. And sometimes she would do it, she would act alone. But yeah, there's something that just came out too that there's a lot of people suing her. And they said she might get some time. Well, she might go to trial. But yeah, she should be arrested too. If Diddy's arrested, she should be arrested too. I don't understand how she's free, but Diddy's in jail. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, because she the one initiated like 80% of them sex capades, man. So she definitely not innocent. Know what I mean?
And
Yo, Dirk,
and
let me get your perspective. Go ahead, King.
What on Cassie? Should she go to jail too? Hell yeah, she should go. Man, I said this when we did our one breakdown, Stan. Think about it. He was like, hey, I need you to find like a male prostitute and I want you to select them. So that means she went to whatever website, the dark pages, and she looked through them names and she's like, I want Punisher. So if you select Punisher out of all the names, she ain't get a motherfucking name R&B Love or I Make Love to Chicks. She got the Punisher. So yeah, if you can select the Punisher out of all them names, you definitely got a warped mindset. And it sounds like a lot of people that was around him, they seen him do other acts to other people, but they kept their mouth shut, you know, because they were like, hey, I'm getting this thing or fear or whatever. And my thing is like, man, you see wrongdoing to other people, man, and you keep your mouth shut because you're getting like some financial gain. To me, you're guilty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. She's a co-conspirator.
Yeah. Because, you know, if he's doing all that stuff where he, like, even in the hallway where he was, like, swinging on her, that was definitely a bad scene to see. But it's just like, man, if he, like, escalates and he's just, like, willing to do all this shit in public and he's just loose with it now, you could just imagine that he's doing all this stuff around people. And if she's around him 24/7, you know, she's having those type of relations where, you know, she's seen some shit that wasn't right for other people. So, yeah, if people are cool with, like, those dynamics playing out in front of them, then you lost some morality, man, and you deserve that smoke too.
Yeah, that's why you got female privilege.
There's three of the guys, right? So one is suing, the other one is doing interviews, and one became an adult actor, entertainer. And the crazy part with those three, and there might be others, right? And there's more, and there's so much more because they put the names and the photos, and people found them. It's like the man was collecting people's sperm.
Yeah, he's wild.
And you don't know what now that one that people like, yo, that man was doing witchcraft with the sperms and doing some stuff and ritual stuff, or probably getting other people pregnant. And you probably got kids out here that you don't know about. But it's crazy, like you're having sex 3 to 5 days, and it's like that's normal to you. You just go and get paid, and they're collecting your species, and you just, and he was okay with it until this stuff comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's crazy. But let's give Poppy Blanco a chance to chime in about the whole Cassie situation getting sold and the Diddy documentary. Yo, Poppy Blanco, go ahead. Hey, yo, I gotta take a call. I'll be right back, guys. All right.
Yo, what's good? What's good, people?
What's good, Poppy?
How you doing?
Chilling, man.
Good,
Chilling.
my guy, man. How you been, fam? I mean, I just saw you yesterday, last night.
Yeah, we saw the ruthless shit.
Hey,
trying to school him.
Yo, sick. Listen, man. Yeah, niggas is looking, but y'all ain't watching, right? This whole Diddy situation, it comes from on top, okay? Diddy life went downhill as soon as he went after the liquor company. That's Diddy downhill right there. I actually broke this down on my channel like a kilo of coke, right? If you go back in time, Diddy put a case on the Diageo. That's the name of the company, Diageo. That Diageo is Ciroc company. All the liquor that we drink is owned by 3 companies. That's it. I know people get confused because it's literally you go to the liquor store, it's gonna be like a million names. All those names is going to be literally that just to throw you off. But every liquor in the world is owned by 3 companies. Diageo is one of them. LBS Mang is the other one, right? That's the one that JC stay doing business with. That guy is the 4th richest man in the world, 4th or 5th, something like that. Bernard Arnault, right? So Diddy put a case on them boys back in 2022, and Diddy actually got $250 million out of them.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's that loan money.
Yes. And ever since that particular day, because what Diddy did was not only he took money from them, he started going around do an interview, and I can actually go back to the interview that he did with those financial guys, EYL, Angel Leisure boys, right? They're from New York too. And he went in there and started saying how the company, how Diageo is a bunch of racists that they didn't promote because Diddy got his own liquor too, De Leon. But he got to go through them. Like you got a partnership with other people. What Diddy was trying to do is he was trying to cut out the middleman. That never gonna work. Diageo single-handedly made Diddy a billionaire. Yes, it's a lot of money in music, but the liquor money is different. That liquor money is way different than music money. Music money is literally be cut down by like 20 motherfuckers before Diddy get a cut. Diddy's not in music is nothing but a glorified middleman. You see what I'm saying? Because he still got to sign to the big labels. The same thing with Birdman, the same thing with Jay-Z, and all of them. Don't get it twisted. They're getting paid, but Universal got to get their bread first. You see what I'm saying? The shareholders got to get their bread first.
Most of the money comes from outside of music.
Exactly, right? That liquor money is different. So Diddy, think about it. If I make you a billionaire, don't you think I know all your dirt inside out? And ever since Diddy put a case on them boys, next thing you know, all of a sudden, that girl Cassie, she wants to write a book and start blackmailing Diddy. That's straight up blackmail right there, right? Then he got that tape that got leaked to CNN. Them boys,
from the hotel.
they had that tape. They had that tape all along, bro. Because CNN don't pay for tape. And Diddy is a superstar. If I got Diddy tape, if a random regular person, okay, if I got Diddy tape, right, I can get $500,000 to $1 from TNC. The guy from TNC said it like, yo, whoever had this tape, they leak it for free on CNN. CNN don't pay for tapes like that. They don't pay for celebrity gossip. You see what I'm saying? So obviously, all of this that you're seeing that Diddy's going to orchestrate by the people, you have to make sure they could make it. What is this feature? It's to market.
Poppy, you breaking up a little bit.
Yes, your connection bad.
And you cooking, man. You saying something. I looked up this Diageo. They a large corporation. So yeah, Poppy's right, man.
Yeah, that's who got him set up. Because he tried to go against them.
Yeah, they got brands like Guinness, Johnny Walker, Smirnoff. They used to own Pillsbury Mills, Burger King. So they sold off that stuff. So yeah, this is a conglomerate. Yeah, so this that real paper.
When Diddy started going against them, that's when all his troubles came.
Yeah, definitely they probably behind. But I mean, still, Diddy was just so sloppy too, though, man.
Yeah, those drugs.
Say it again, Poppy.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. My bad, Poppy. Yeah, you was going in and out, man. I want you was cooking.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, but bro, listen, if I make you a billionaire, jerk, don't you think I know your entire life, what your mama doing, what your daddy doing, what your unborn kids are doing? I make you a billionaire. My insurance
facts. Yeah, you're gonna have that. You're gonna do that research on me, and you're gonna watch my movements because that's a hell of an investment.
Exactly. Think about it. Did he move through the entire entertainment business, doing all kind of wild shit? Who do you think was like cleaning behind him, bro? Like, think about it, man. Shooting inside the club, fucking burning people for their money. You see what I'm saying? All that. Then people come behind you and clean that up. Hey, man, leave him alone. He with us. Hey, leave him alone. He with us. You see what I'm saying? Now that he decided to go against the plug, my nigga, they know how to fuck him. And you know that your downfall is usually gonna have some pussy attached to it, bro. That's the easiest downfall for a Negro, fam.
Yeah. No, and that's fact. Because it's like, man, a lot of times, that's why I always tell people, I'm like, man, your enemy knows your desires, man. And that's how your downfall going to come. So now you spot on, Poppy.
Yeah, bro. And these people, this case, that I ain't going to hold you, my nigga. I'm probably one of the few guys that say Diddy shouldn't be in jail for that, my nigga.
Nah, he
Diddy
need to go
shouldn't
to
be in jail.
jail.
No, you're missing the point, bro. For the case that they put on him, my nigga, that man don't deserve to be in jail, bro. Because at that point now, at that point, then I don't want to hear you niggas talking about, oh my God, they're putting black men in jail that didn't deserve it. Yes, he needs to be in jail, but not for this case, bro. Not for this
Yeah.
case, my nigga. That's a bullshit case, bro. This case was orchestrated. This case was orchestrated just so they can actually kill his face, because that's how Diddy make money. When you hear Revolt, you see Diddy. When you hear Syrup, you see Diddy. Now, Diddy, his days of him making money and be marketable, those days are over. He can still be Diddy's still gonna be a rich ass nigga, don't get it twisted. However, he gotta do it from behind the scene now. He gotta do it from behind the camera. He gotta like promote people without people knowing it. You see what I'm saying?
Diddy need to retire.
They destroyed his image. He's done. Like, he's done as far as being in the public eye. But I agree with you, Poppy. For the charges that he got, he shouldn't be in jail. He should be in jail for stuff that he didn't get charged with. But for the charges they got him for the RICO and all that, he shouldn't be in jail.
I gotta give y'all some pushback, man, because I see what y'all saying. Poppy, if it would have been anybody else, I get what you're saying, because you don't want nobody to like conjure up shit and put. But when you got a producer named Little Rod and he talked about his ass was sore, he was passed out, you gotta do some time, player. You gotta do. Kirk Burrows is like, man, he groped me at the party, man. This dude gotta do some time. This is a motherfucking animal.
Jerk, the thing is, he wasn't charged for that.
Jared, let me ask you this. I mean, let's be honest, bro. Do you honestly believe that actually happens, bro? Like we got it sometimes. Like, we got to be honest, bro.
I do, man. I think them dudes, they all wild like that, man.
I agree with you, but Jared, think about it, Jared. This Little Rock man is supposed to be a straight man. He said he got kids and all of that, but do you honestly believe that you go to sleep as a straight man, you wake up, your booty hole is swole and nobody dying, and then he don't say one time, he said multiple. Come on, Jared. Obviously, he's saying that to sell that because he got a civil lawsuit case against Diddy. He lying, bro. He just selling the story because that's now, by me telling those dumbass stories, now a lot of pockets gonna call me, paying me $5,000 to $10,000 a pack. That nigga's lying, bro. And listen, I believe Diddy's a gay ass nigga, bro. I know defending Diddy. Diddy's a gay ass man, bro. But yo, them people is lying too, bro. We gotta put logic behind these things, bro.
No, but Poppy, because I think the only thing, man, with Diddy, man, and because I have some friends, man, I had to cut off, man, because they like sexual deviants, and I had to tell one of my boys, I'm like, man, like, I can't fuck with dudes like y'all, because it's just like your demise is gonna come, man. They just do too much. So that's what I'm saying. I do think, like, don't get me wrong, man. Like you said, them people that's like that shit happened to, it's like you're weird for being in them situations. But I just think, man, with Diddy, man, just with even getting the gigolos and all them people, just all them eyes on you, and you're that big of a name, you know, you're doing all that stuff in public. It's just like, man, the drugs, I think, just fucked him up to the point where, man, he ain't even thinking logically. He's just like, I'm doing whatever I want to whoever, because they with it to a certain degree. They're keep on coming back. So I think that's what his mindset.
I agree with you, Jared. Man, listen, like I say, I think Diddy's the scum of the earth. I want you to follow me, bro. I'm going to ask you again. Do you, as a straight man, do you honestly believe that you party, you wake up, your booty hole is swole?
Nah, I couldn't even imagine that. That's
being around this man, bro. Like we come on, bro. Either you tell me that nigga lying, or this nigga is a willing participated homo man. Because that's the only thing that makes sense to me. If Little
he definitely. I will go that ladder.
Yeah, we got to fight.
If Little Rock tell me I'm a gay man, I believe the story a little bit more. But if you tell me that you a straight man, this nigga, fuck you, my nigga, and you ain't trying to stat the nigga at the bare minute. Somebody, bro, it happened to me. One of us ain't making it home, bro. One of us got to die. Either me or him, but we cannot both live in this world, my nigga.
I agree with you on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But even the fact, man, like, because like the bathroom shooting and shit, you know, he had Justin around. So the fact that, man, he even got his kid around and the dirty
Jared,
macking and the tricking, I think he should
Jared, let
deserve,
me ask
he
you-
deserves
let
some
me-
years for
let me
being
tell you like
a,
this, Jared.
for being a dirty macker.
Let me tell you this, Jared. Let me tell you like this, Jared, right? I read literally every single civil lawsuit case. Well, that's what I used to do in my channel. I used to break down cases and shit like that, criminal and civil, right? I stopped doing it because, man, my business be taking too much time for me, right? Yo,
Yeah, them shits was fire,
in one of
Poppy. I
these
was
civil
tuning
lawsuits-
in, man. You
Yo,
need to get back to doing them.
Yeah, I gotta buy me some new equipment. I will. Yo, listen, 80% of those cases are bullshit, bro. I read everything, and you know, it's something called the facts of allegation, bro. None of that shit makes sense. One of the cases was a bodyguard, my nigga. This bodyguard nigga had the audacity to tell me that Diddy throw him in the SUV and fuck him. Bro, sometimes like, yo, the lie is so big, my nigga. Like, come on, brother.
Yeah,
How
that's
the
fake.
fuck you a bodyguard, my nigga? How the fuck you a bodyguard and you let a whatever Diddy is, like 5'10", whatever he might be, throw you in the car and fuck you, bro? Like, do you think I believe you, bro? Like, come on, son.
Yeah, no, I don't believe that.
I'll tell you another one. I'm gonna give you another one. The other one, it was a girl in California. These women say that Diddy pulled up with Odell Beckham and Drewski. They run a train on her. And Drewski was using her as a sleeping slide when they were fucking her. It was another one. It was another one that a nigga from jail wrote it with his hands, bro. Handwritten, bro. This nigga said that Diddy fuck him. Like, come on, bro. Now, this is the one that I can actually agree because we saw it.
Crazy.
The 13-year-old kid, that little retarded girl, right? Nigga, that was the biggest lie ever. The one that she said that Diddy and JC run the train on him. Nigga, that she happens to be a lie, my nigga, because they threw the case away. It's impossible that shit to happen, bro. Like, we got it, like, bro, sometimes it's okay to be an independent thinker, bro, and read the case and put it together from, 80% of them people is lying, my nigga.
Nah, I definitely understand, man. There's gonna be people coming out the woodwork. So like you said, man, you could kind of tell some of them, but some of the stories, man, where it was kind of solidified, man. There's a lot of stuff around that.
Yo, Poppy Blanco, if you're saying all this was consensual, what's the motive of taking it to a civil case? Like, what's the motive behind that? Is it for financial gain or what is it?
It's all about the money. In civil cases, no one goes to jail. When everything you do civil is all about the money, right? And in the civil court, you don't need to be proof 100%. All you need is 51%. So pretty much, if it is like 6 juries, 4 of them would do it. Now, if it is a criminal case, everybody gotta agree. You see? So now, think about it, though. That bum-ass nigga, Jim Deal, right? The bodyguard, right? This nigga was a part-time bodyguard. This nigga did his story for 15 years, bro. Like, nigga, like, yo. It's because it's an incentive, bro. It's an incentive for him to continue telling his stories. Because now I got to make up another story and another story because I'm getting paid behind it nowadays, bro. And listen, nobody cares about the truth because the lies are more entertaining, bro. I like it.
Yo, Poppy Blanco, how much you think he getting paid to do each interview?
Oh, he
10,000.
getting paid because he was supposed to be in that docu-series, but he wanted 50,000, but he ain't get that, so he getting paid for these interviews. But even with Cassie, man, if you looked at yeah, he eating off of this. So now Poppy's, man, he's got some facts, but the thing with, like I was saying, with dudes like Diddy and them, man, they operate like that. It's almost like the people that are around them that are kind of in the victim stance, they know how he operated, man, and they eventually was going to hem his ass up to get that money. Because even if you look at the paperwork filing for Cassie, man, they had the hotel room dates, times, going back for years. So it's almost like she had a journal, like, logging this shit down. So that's what I'm saying. People got some dirt on them, man, because some people around them, they're like, hey, if I don't get paid or something goes left, I'm gonna keep some of this evidence, and throw him under the bus, man. So that's why I'm saying a lot of those guys that operate like Diddy and them, they have that mindset. They end up getting caught because those people around them, they there for that money, like Poppy said. And yeah, the details of it, like it was like, oh, we was at so-and-so hotel in California on October 29th, 2004. I was like, how the fuck you remember a date like that in like 2023, the recollection? You had to be journaling that shit. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It's like they had that mindset like, hey, I'm going to get at him. Like, boy, anything goes sideways. I got these dates.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I just think on the mere fact of him being a trick, I would just like to see him get some years on that.
So you think he gonna leave the country?
That nigga Diddy's a piece of shit, bro.
So
What was you saying, Stan?
You think he'll leave this country like Russell Simmons?
Oh, they got to dip. Because they want him, man. That's the big thing. Like you said, if he was fucking with that company and if the law went him bad, man. So yeah, after that, he need to be gone. He need to get on the first thing smoking. He'd be like, all right, Justin, let's get up out of here. Justin need to be on that plane right now. He better get him up out of Dodge.
So.
Oh, you on mute, Stan?
Oh, what you said, Poppy?
Hey, Poppy, so you don't think that, the bathroom incident with Little Rod, you think that he's embellishing that incident?
Of course he is, bro.
Okay.
There isn't even a police report, family. Come on now. I know people think that Diddy is like a Dexter, something like that. But come on, bro. He's still a Negro at the end of the day, fam. you only got, like, bro, nigga, only the mob got that kind of power, fam. Like, they got political connections and stuff like that. Diddy just happened to be a rich ass nigga. That's it. People might trying to make it seem like this man was connected with president. Nah, nigga. He just a partying ass nigga with a pocket full of money. That's it, bro. If JC get out of line, they put his ass back in line too.
Yeah, some of them old people, they better retire. I'll dip out the game. I'll be gone, dog.
They saying go ahead, no, my bad. Jerk, go ahead.
No, you good. I was there.
Yo, they say Jay-Z next. Like they say 50 gonna drop a documentary on Jay-Z next, man. What y'all think about that?
That ain't gonna happen.
Nah. I think Jay-Z, man, I think he operated differently, man. Like you're gonna mix in with people, but I think people hate him for doing business right. You can't really point out and say like he fucked over people. He never really intertwined like that. So yeah, I just think people are trying to mix him in, but nah, Jay-Z ain't messing around. Cause you saw how that girl came out like a year ago, was making some allegations. He was like, let's go to court. Cause most of the people be paying out. They don't try to be going. Jay-Z was like, nope, we going to court. I ain't playing with my name. So yeah, I think he's different.
Yo, you know what's crazy though? Jay-Z got a son, right? And 50 have been paying all his court fees to take Jay to court. You know what I mean? And I heard he won a settlement too, man.
That's not his son, Rush. Like, come on, bro. That's not his son.
We talk about it.
That little retired boy that he continues saying that JC his daddy, man, that's just a scam, my nigga. Nigga, okay, Busta Rhymes my father. Fuck it. Like, Busta Rhymes my father. Bro, listen, I promise you, if I start saying Busta Rhymes my father for the next 6 months, I promise you I will have at least 10,000 subscribers believing that dumb shit, bro.
Yeah.
It's easy to trick people on the internet, bro. Bro, no, a lot of people, it's easy to scam people, bro. Like, that's one thing I realized about the internet. When I got into the YouTube game, the internet game 3-4 years ago, it's easy to sell a story, man. Look at that bum ass hole, my nigga, the Jaguar right. Nigga, do you honestly believe that bitch?
Nah, I was listening to her. She definitely, nah.
She's cuckoo. Nigga, that whole set, yo, and this is how you know people is not
Yo, but
is
yo,
not that
Poppy
smart.
Blanco, yo, she be getting paid to do interviews too, just like Jean, man. Like, yo, she
Okay,
bubbling right now. Everybody want her for an
you
interview right now.
you are right, but listen, that's the point, bro. Nobody cares about the truth because their lives are more entertaining. Yo, I know she lying. I would pay her to come on my channel. And I know she lying. You know why? Because people love to believe conspiracies. You see what I'm saying? Because when a okay, this is how you know that hoe is lying. That whole Jaguar Rice said she actually put a undercover camera on an underage girl and sent her to a freak off. And people believe that shit, bro. She said she got the videos, and the federal government is protecting Diddy because they didn't call her to go testify against Diddy because she had the tapes. I'm like, if anyone with a decent brain will understand that by her having you see what I'm saying? Like, but people is so dumb that they overlook all of that. Oh my God, y'all were right. Yes, the truth. Yo, this bitch said that Jay-Z gonna kill her, my nigga, and that's what she be hiding. I'm like, bitch, you on the internet, nigga. It's not that hard to find you.
Yeah. Nah, I turned her shit off. I'm telling you, the people I listened to was Kirk. You know, I don't listen, like you said, Gene Dill. I always see his shit pop out. I listen to a little bit, but
Yep.
like you said, Poppy is like, you gotta take that with a grain of salt. So I listen to Gene, Lil Rod a little bit.
And you know how
even there was an interview. Hold on, real quick. There was an interview that came out with Mason Cameron, and Cameron asked Mace. He was like, "Hey man, how come you never took me to Bad Boy and shit?" And you know, Mason, man, it was a touching moment because he was like, "Hey man, like, I didn't never want you to get done dirty and shit." And Cam was just shocked. He was like, "Damn." He's like, I never knew that. He was like kind of angry because he was like, man, I thought you was leaving me in the cold. But yeah, Mace was like, nah, man, I took you to Big because I knew like Big was going to do right by you and, you know, kind of keep you protected and shit. So that's what I'm saying. When you kind of piece some of the stuff, like what the Locks used to say, some of the other people, that's why I said Diddy is definitely a grimy dude. But like all the other shit, like you said, they did hype him up. Like he was like, I think Stan said it, Lex Luthor and shit. Like he got...
Yeah, the thing is, listen, yo, the music industry is a scam. And I know, listen, I know plenty of, I got a couple of homies that are rappers. One of my homies from Brooklyn, right? Red Cafe, man, he actually had a deal with Diddy. It was a distribution deal through Diddy and Akon. That's my blood homie right there, Red Cafe, right? Shout out to my nigga, man. And my other homie, Sam Scarfo, right? He had a deal. JC signed him when JC was running Def Jam. He had a huge check from Def Jam, actually, about 700,000 and things he got from them, bro.
Yeah,
right.
He got paid.
So here's the deal, bro. Don't believe too many of these rappers telling you, crying about Diddy. Diddy still raw. This is how the music business operates, right? They sign a contract, right? They sign a contract. Guess what? Most rappers don't pan out, okay? So what happened is, I give you $1 million. I still got to pay for your image. I still got to pay for your studio time. I still got to pay for, you know what I mean? For you to fly your hoes left and right, your jewelry, because you got to have, rapper is all about the look, right? Guess what? I lose because your ass is not producing nothing, right? However, this is how the music business gets you. Publishing and royalty. What Diddy does is, besides you signing you to a record deal, he got a sister company that he runs by the publishing company, right? So what I do is, Jerk, I'm giving you $1 million for your record deal, right? For 3 albums. Let's just assume that. Let's use that as an example, right? Jerk, I'm giving you $1 million. You got to give me 3 albums. At the same time, I got a publishing deal. I'll be like, Jerk, guess what, Jerk? I got $500,000 for you, man. You know, you got to get your mama out of the project, man. Here's 500. But guess what? I need 50, 60, 70 cents on a dollar. 9 out of 10, you're going to take it, Jerk, right? You're going to take it, be like, yo, 500,000, because it's no guarantee that you're going to blow up. So you rather take the short money instead of betting on yourself, right? because the way most people think, like, yo, if I lose, I still walking out with $1.5 million. Then I can do a lot with $1.5 million. But if I bet on myself, I fuck around only made 100,000. You know what I mean? So what happened is, if a rapper becomes successful, you can 10x that. 10x is meaning like out of that $1 million investment, I can make like $10 billion. You see what I'm saying? So the rappers start looking at me because you're gonna start looking at me because I made $10 million because you only made one. You see what I'm saying? That's what these niggas start crying all day long. Oh, he fucked me out of my deal. You see what I'm saying? Look at a nigga like Drake. Drake got 400 millions. You know why? Because he got leverage. He got catalog. You understand what I'm saying? That's how that works, bro. Like, a lot of these rappers are lazy. They don't know how to read. And then they start screaming. This niggas robbed them. Nigga, bro. That's why a rapper, according to them, they get fucked. They get ripped on their contract, right? So what they do is create their own label, and they start doing the business too. It's like everything, bro. Jared, you start working at the construction company, right? And then you start learning the ins and outs of the construction company. Next thing you know, 3 years in, you know the ins and outs. You start your own construction company and start hiring other motherfuckers so you can make money off them. That's just how life is, bro. That's just how it is, bro. In everything we do.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier, man. I was like, the industry got to recoup the funds, but I mean, he was doing some shady shit too, though. But I mean, it was just a business model. But like, yeah, you're not supposed to come in there desperate because, yeah, I would have left my mom in the hood, Poppy. I'd be like, look, I ain't taking that money. I got to get out of this contract. Because your first contract, typically, man, in anything, even in sports, it's going to be like a bad contract. But you don't take what you don't need. And you got to work at it. Shout out to Red Cafe and them. Them boys had it popping, Shakedown. They was like doing the mixtapes. So they did it the right way, man. So, but a lot of people are lazy.
You see? You know who got a great deal? 21 Savage. 21 Savage, he came in the game with leverage. He getting like 80 cents on the dollar, nigga. He owned 80 or 90% of his masters. You know why? Because he had like 3, 4, 5, like some heavyweight projects. You see what I'm saying? Most of these rappers come with no leverage. They probably come with like a little noise or something, right? And goddamn, I gotta put fucking gas in the car. God damn it. But yo,
Poppy, you from Flatbush?
I was raised in Brownsville. I was born in Cali, Colombia, raised in Brownsville, man. Van Dyke Projects.
Okay. Yeah, because Red Cafe, where they Flatbush, right?
Yeah, they're from Flatbush, yeah. But son, that's just how that works, bro. And listen, again, Diddy still end up fucking ripping people off out of their contract because they got the royalties, they're publishing, and that nigga Diddy run that shit to the ground. That's the shit that actually gets your kids paid and your grandkids paid, your publishing and your royalties. If you can, listen, fuck the record label, the record deal, fuck that. If you can keep your publishing and your royalties, nigga, you're rich forever. Because that's what happened with everybody.
Yeah, the publishing is another form of passive income.
Yes. Are you familiar with NBA Youngboy?
Yeah.
Okay, NBA Youngboy sold his masters to I think Atlantic, right, for $40 million. He started over. So everything that NBA Youngboy putting out right now, he owns 80% of it. So that's money right there for him, for his kids, and for his kids' kids, bro. That's when you build that's where the money on the music business, bro, on the royalties and publishing, my nigga. A record deal comes and goes. Future sold his masters too for like $75 million.
Yeah, when you talk about 75, I'll definitely sell my shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't like if I were to be like, a popular artist and I'm having all this traction, I wouldn't sell my masters. Because at some point I would want to just relax, I wouldn't want to keep going on tour.
I mean, it just depends how big you get.
Like that.
Yeah, that's the thing. You got to get to that level though. Most people don't get to that level to have a master that's worth that much or something like that.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people end up selling it because if it ain't popping like that, like you Paul McCartney or somebody like that, yeah, you want the masters, Taylor Swift, but
yeah, most artists ain't that big though. You talk about the elite.
Yeah, he's right because only the NBA young boys and futures can pull it off because they
Yeah.
know everything coming after that they're gonna hit, so they get to pretty much like double tap because they can come back to the negotiation table 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and turn around and sell it again for 100 million. You see what I'm saying? You gotta understand though, Future to do like a club appearance and perform like 5 songs, you gotta give Future $150,000. Like bro, I know the numbers. And I'm sorry if I'm monopolizing the conversation. I just like
No,
to
no,
talk
no,
about
man.
rap
You
and
spitting.
sports all day long. So go ahead.
No, you good, Poppy.
Yeah, no, cause Poppy famous. He do his like independent stuff. He over there in Queens and stuff. So yeah, fame was given a perspective of like how he does it independently and stuff.
You know who did a super smart move? Your boy Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah,
Because the album that he dropped, that's like 80% his. I forgot the this that he did against Drake, the a minor bullshit. UNG owns that record, but the album, most of it, that nigga Kendrick owns it. Why do you think Kendrick performed 4 songs out of like I think it's like a 12-track CD, I believe. He performed 4 or 5 of those records on the Super Bowl because he ain't had no promotion or nothing. That was genius what that man did, bro. That nigga was #1 for like 20, like 50 weeks in a row.
yeah. Nah, he made some moves. So Russ, you never answered the question though, man. Do you think Diddy? You think he should get that jail time? How you feel about that?
Yo, I mean, from the conversation we're having now, and like, you know, we're coming to the conclusion that a lot of those dudes that linked up with Diddy was, you know, it was a consensual manner. I don't think he should. Nah, man, I don't think so. Like the kind of crime he's paying for is beyond. It's beyond from what we're talking about. I mean, like, you know, like, 'cause, you know, they saying that, you know, Diddy, I mean, you know, made a lot of dudes bent over, and you know what I mean, and all
But
that.
you gotta understand, he's not charged for that.
Yeah,
What exactly is he getting charged for? Like, I think sex trafficking, right?
yeah. The prostitution thing over state lines or something like that.
Yeah, he had 5
Yeah, that's
charges. The
considered
#1 was
trafficking.
Yeah, it was the #1 was a RICO, which is like it's insane for you to charge a man for being a freaky ass nigga on a RICO, my nigga, because they were, but y'all understand why he was getting charged for a RICO, right? Do y'all understand why?
Yeah, yeah.
No, why?
They say he's
Because
running a crime enterprise.
No, yes, that's true, but the reason why they went after the RICO for him because
break
if
that
you lose.
down, Blanco.
If you lose a case on a RICO, now the federal government owns your shit. That's what that's what these people love to put RICO on people. If you are a rich ass nigga, Rush, right? And they charge you with a RICO, let's say you're running like a fraud company. Let's say you have a call center and you're running like a scam, right? It's like the government is incentivized to go after you with a RICO because now if you lose, now I can go after your car, your house, your accounts, and all of that. That's why these people be happy to apply the RICO on everybody.
Yeah, they're open ended, man. So they could.
Yeah, I agree with you.
It's a lot of stuff that fits under that.
It's just an excuse It's just an excuse to say that, you know, the racketeering that bread through that, you know, scam. So it gives them every, you know, full opportunity to, you know, lock you up for that off the conspiracy charge. That's why, you know, a lot of times dudes, like a lot of street niggas, will say that they'd rather fight a murder charge instead of a RICO, because a RICO, you're not getting out of that chokehold. You know what I mean?
Shit, that RICO took down the mob, man. That RICO ain't no joke. That's why a lot of them plead out.
Yep. They want that mob money.
The RICO was invented to take down the mob. That's what the RICO was invented because the top guy was never catch doing murders or nothing like that. So what happened was the little nigga take the charge, and the mob boss, like, he gets escaped. So now now we're inventing the RICO. The big boss doesn't have to be in the same room. So all I need the little guy to point out the big guy, and I need two predicaments to charge him. He's the one with the money. He coerced me. He gave me the gun and all that bullshit.
And they start off with that tax
Hey,
evasion.
Well, here's the charges. It's two counts of sex trafficking, racketeering, conspiracy, and 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution.
So why Cassie ain't in jail? That's what I'm saying, because he did all of that.
Yeah, no, I think that's what I'm saying. I think she should definitely go down with him, man, because like I said, she done chose a dude named Punisher. You definitely ain't no victim in
Yeah,
that
I forgot.
case.
Yo, Cassie got immunity. You know that, right?
Yeah,
So
Cassie
even if they
Oh,
murder
okay.
want to.
figure out some drinks on her, she ain't getting locked up for it.
Yeah,
This is
in
going
order for
for
Cassie
civil-
to get on that, stand, I'm pretty sure her lawyers negotiated that she can never be charged with that criminally.
That's fact. Yeah.
So
Well, she can go for a civil suit.
of course, I mean, I can sue you right now if I want
Well, she
to.
got the 20 million. That's where.
She got 30.
I got a question. It's dealing with the RICO. So, if you lose the RICO, does it mean everything from the RICO goes to the civil suit, or that's a separate
Nope.
case?
That's separate. Civil matters and criminal case are completely different.
Oh wow. Okay.
But see, the thing
Stan,
with
yo,
Diddy, man.
Anytime, and this is why. Hold on, let me break this down real quick. Anytime a broad is suing a rich nigga through a civil suit, you know she going after the cash. So anytime a broad is suing you on a civil suit matter, yo, she going for the bread. Know what I mean? Now the criminal on a criminal matter, they going for justice and trying to get your ass behind bars. Know what I mean? Real simple.
But if they get you for the RICO and the RICO is taking all your assets, then wouldn't all your assets now go to the people who suing you for the civil?
Hell no, they don't care
it's
about those
separate.
people. They don't care about those people.
Nah, if you get caught on RICO, they're just taking your shit. They're seizing everything.
They're not trying to.
Because it's caught up in criminal stuff, but you have to be found guilty. But not the thing with the RICO, man. It's just like once they start opening shit up and they start pulling people in, it could expand to other crimes and stuff.
Yo,
go ahead,
when you
bro.
get hit with a RICO, Stan, like, yo, they're trying to find an excuse for you to hit you not only with the RICO and racketeering, because with racketeering that means all your bread that you're making through your dirty bread, right? And you got your clean bread. That means you mixing your bread with your clean company. So therefore, you're racketeering that bread through a RICO. I mean, it gets it gets kind of crazy, but that's just an excuse to hit you. Hit you with a RICO with the racketeering. I mean.
But then how you pay off your civil suit then if all your money's gone?
They don't care about
That's
that.
secondary.
Hold on. Anytime the feds pick up your joint, it's a 99.9 conviction. So once you get hit with a RICO through the feds, you're cooked. You're not getting out that unless you got long bread like Diddy or something. But that can't even save you. Know what I mean?
Yeah, so the feds will take everything, and whatever's left, they could go after that. But
The feds been losing
they're not
lately,
guaranteed.
The thing is that with a civil case, bro, like let's say you sue me for $20,000. Let's use $20,000, right? You won the case. I mean, it's not necessarily won. They find me liable. That's the right terminology. They find me liable for responsible for whatever happened, right? It's a whole different monster. You collecting the $50,000 away off me, bro. Yo, the 50 Cent lost a lawsuit against one of Rick Ross' baby mama for like $7 million. That nigga only pay a few $100,000, brother. The same thing. Are you familiar with Alice Jones?
Yeah.
Then Alice Jones, yo, he got sued and lost. He lost a lawsuit for $1.6 billion. Do you think he's gonna pay that?
Nah, he don't even got the net worth. They just sometimes they put that massive number out there, like Poppy said, but they'll recoup some of it, but it ain't gonna be that full amount.
Hold on. I give you the perfect sample. The great O.J. Simpson, man, Mr. Snow Bunny Killer. yo, He won the criminal case, but he actually was found guilty on a civil matter. He was found guilty for $13 million, bro. Guess how much she paid the Brown family, Nicole Brown father and her family. Guess how much she paid out of the 13 millions? I think a little bit less or 200,000. Nigga, yo, one thing is telling you, yes, you found liable for $1.7 million. Good luck, you're recouping that money. Good luck.
But the only problem, man, like Diddy, I think they said he got like 77. So it just hits at the wrong time because it's like, man, that's all lawyer money you got to pay for that shit. And then you might give out a little bit, but it all just, it racks up.
You know how you fix that? Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Good luck recouping all that money.
Yeah, he gonna have to get creative with that.
Yeah,
so yeah, now the ones like Cassie, man, definitely I definitely think they had some wrongdoing in that. That's why I didn't understand that piece.
Yeah, Cassie, yes, man. Listen, man. All the hoes were willing participants. And I know people, because, yo, before the case started, bro, I was like, yo, Diddy's not going to go to jail, man. I mean, I said, Diddy only going to be found guilty of prostitution. That's the only thing you're going to ping him there, because I read the paperwork. I read the discovery. And I was like, yo, the only thing they got Diddy on is renting hotels and doing like a couple transaction, buying some dick like a homo he is, right? So the thing is, I was like, yo, this RICO shit is not going to stick, bro. And just like I said, my nigga, it didn't stick, my guy. And everybody was willingly. Talk about, what was the second charge? Like a sex trap for prostitution? No, I know he got charged for prostitution. What was the other one? Transporting, sex exploitation, something like that?
Yeah, transportation. Now, I knew he was getting some years. I was telling, because when I seen her, the documentation, how she had those dates outlined, and they were showing the locations they was going and stuff, and then they was corroborating that, like, oh yeah, he was flying me out. I was like, oh yeah, they got him.
The transportation was gonna stick. The transportation I knew he was gonna stick because you got flights booked. Once you go from New Jersey to New York, even though a lot of people don't know, that's literally like 20-30 minute drive, right? Depending where you live. That's
considered
crossing the state line. Yes, they got from there.
Like for example, you're like, say for instance, you're a dude that's moving hella weight, right? And you're traveling from state to because you're passing through the turnpikes. It's going to become a federal case because you're transporting drugs past the turnpikes, going through like a different state. So therefore, it's going to become a federal charge. Now, if you're moving weight locally, then it'll just become a state case, not a federal case. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a slippery slope though, because yeah, man, sometimes the amount triggers it too, because they start hitting people with the kingpin charges and shit.
But if you're a prostitute or escort and that's in your service that you provide, is that you're willing to be transported and you agree to it, is it actually sex trafficking?
It says trafficking when you go across lines.
Yeah,
it is trafficking.
Yes, it is. Let me tell you why.
It is. Go ahead,
Bronco.
Oh, it says trafficking. It is like, let's say I'm pimping a hoe, right? And let's say you a client. Then under my, I'm coercing the hoe, number one. That's the charge number one right there. Then I'm getting on my car and taking her from the east side of town to the hotel, you at the W Hotel. That right there, I get hit on for transportation. But usually those state charges, that's a state charge. Locally, that usually don't carry too much time. You see what I'm saying? It's literally some pussy charges. It's like remember when they changed the terminology? It used to be pimping and pandering. The whole used to get locked up. The ping used to get locked up. They used to be out in no time. Now they changed the terminology to human trafficking. That sounds wild right there. You know what I mean? They're gonna stretch you out nowadays. They got you with the human trafficking thing. They going hard on your ass. They got you doing that shit.
Hey, yo, Blanco, it's so bad to the point, right? Like, say for instance, you're a dude, you talking to a chick that on the grams, right? She's like a Instagram model, whatever, right? You fly her out to your state so you could get them buns. Yo, like if anything goes left, yo, the state could charge you for sex trafficking because you flew the chick out of state. You know what I mean? So that's why, yo, it's not even wise for dudes
that's
to
not how that
chicks out
works.
anymore.
No, that's not how that works. That's not correct. That's not correct. It becomes that when it becomes money. No, it's not. No, that's incorrect. That's incorrect, bro. Trust me, I got educated on that, bro. It becomes trafficking says when money is involved, when you paying a bitch. Hey, how much? 200. Boom, get a flight. That's when it becomes some sort of trafficking.
When it's transactional.
Exactly.
Right,
if I got my girlfriend,
you're right about that, Poppy Blanco. But there's going to be paper trails of you paying for a plane ticket to come out. You know what I mean? So if they got that kind of info on you, they can hit you with that.
No, it doesn't, bro. That's incorrect. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Listen, bro. The mother of my kids a lawyer, my nigga. I'm not telling you something that I just get out of my asshole. You know what I mean? Like this is something that I researched and I asked her, and she actually let me know if it is correct or not. The only time it becomes sex trafficking if I'm paying a hoe from Hawaii and I'm flying her to New York, my nigga. Hey, how much? Oh, I need 1,000. Boom. And now it's perpetraal. It's a flight. It's a sell transaction because the bitch gonna be like, oh, I need half on front. Then you see what I'm saying? That becomes sex trafficking right there.
It has to be their trade. So the person would have to like pretty much let you know that they're a sex worker too.
What do you think them tricks is doing when they flying these chicks out? They're giving them allowance too, bro. Come on.
But see, those females, they're not gonna be like, "Hey, I'm a sex worker." You know, that's the difference. Like them dudes that they was bringing out, they were like gigolos, pretty much. So that's what they're playing directly for sex.
You have to be a clear cut, like a whoring and tricking, my nigga. You have to be a clear cut. Hey, how much? Oh, I'll fly you out. And usually, to be fair, those cases not really like a big deal, my nigga. Like it just, if it is like a big name, they might fuck with you. Most people, yo, think about it, Rush. You have a girlfriend. Your girlfriend start going like let's say she going to a master's degree in like a Morgan in this Harvard in Boston, bro. And you fly her ass out on the weekend because that's like an hour and a half flight from Boston to New York, bro. Come on, my nigga. So you telling me that's sex trafficking? No, that's no sex trafficking, my nigga, at all.
But there is some gray area though, because they could file. Like you said, it probably won't go through. But it's just like the legal shit you might get caught up in. So that's what you're saying, Poppy Blanco. That's why, like, as a guy, you got to be clear. You got to be like, hey, man, you come down, we hanging out. You paint that picture like we're together. You don't paint it like, hey, man, I'm flying you out so I get some ass and
you make her pay for the flight.
No, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like you go about your business. You buy the flight, whatever you do, you fuck it, my nigga. But don't make it into a tricking and whoring situation, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's when it becomes.
You a trick. You mess with that gray area.
I'm telling you that the black and white definition what really sex trafficking is like if it goes federal, right? Crossing a state line, you buying the flight, you putting money into a packet for sex purposes. That's another one that is gonna be hard to prove. Those cases I have to catch you in the act, bro. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and there's a lot that going on because there's a lot of simping and pandering.
But a lot of those chicks, man, what they'll do in those cases, they probably won't go down this route because they have to out themselves. But they will take that information and hold it against them dudes, man. Like release information and details and shit. You know, like Shannon Sharp and stuff. So that's the other play.
And I say that, Jerk, I'm like, yo, if I'm a hoe, if I'm a good looking hoe, nigga, and I'm hoeing, right? I'm blackmailing these niggas though. Like, hey, nigga, you know I can put some money in your name. Hey, LeBron, you know you flew me out and you did some things with me, LeBron. Give me 100,000. I go quietly. I'ma call TNC in the chat room saying that you pay for my ass and all this bullshit if I was abroad. You see what I'm saying? It's easy to start a nigga at this point. Because think about it. LeBron James is a big name, right? I'd rather give you 100,000 so you can go.
Yeah, fact. They paying that shut up money because them chicks be having them cameras and they stuff like purses and stuff. So yeah, they trying to film everything. Look at Selena Powell, man. As many stories she be putting out here, these dudes still be like sleeping with her and stuff, cashing her out.
Yo,
Yeah, it's getting wild out there.
She done slept with damn near the whole industry, bro.
Oh, facts. But like Poppy
And
said,
niggas
you know,
gonna
that's why a
continue
lot of
doing
them
it.
dudes just slide that money because they're like, I ain't trying to be in no tell-all book. So they're like, hey, how much you need? Let me go and pay
Yep.
this out.
But yo, let me ask you a
brother,
question,
listen, man. I be. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Now go ahead, go ahead, Blanco, man. You the guest. Go ahead.
Nah, bro. Yeah, you'll be surprised how. I'm not gonna say the majority, but you'll be surprised how slappy these guys be moving, bro. I be having hoes telling me where these niggas be staying at and all that crazy shit, my nigga. I'm like, yo, if I was really about that stick up life, my nigga, it's easy to get these niggas, bro. It's easy, bro, because we all be fucking with the same dumbass hoes, right? And this nigga just be like, bro, for real, son. People don't realize how slappy. So not all of them, of course. LeBron run a tight ship. Don't get it twisted. That nigga LeBron, I partied with LeBron a few times before because my man Danny Green is best friend, one of my homies. That nigga run a very tight ship, right? My other boys that was in the league, them niggas be riding tight. But the thing is, bro, these niggas, and listen, I think that's a man thing, bro. For some odd reason, we get dumb as hell when it comes to some pussy. We lose all kind of fucking sensibility, my nigga. We
Right.
can be the smartest nigga on planet Earth, my nigga. Some way, somehow, a broke ass bitch that work at the mall fuck our shit up. For real. Think about it. Most of these niggas downfall is usually a dumbass hoe, and she's poor. It's not even
Since
like a rich
the
bitch.
beginning
It's a
of
poor
time,
bitch.
Poppy, it's even outlined in the Bible. They took down empires.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be sad, man. I'd be seeing these stories. I'd be like, yeah, me and Poppy, we be trying to, we be
Can you
on
send that
these
outside,
lives like,
please?
hey, man, y'all need to stop. Y'all need to maneuver different. Dudes still be walking in the trap, man. It's sad. It's like just the same story, switch out the guy. I'm fed up with it now. That's why I was like, man, people need to start getting some jail time for this stuff. That's why I'm at with it, Poppy. That's why I get what y'all saying. Like, he don't deserve it, but I'm like, you know what, man? There need to be like a simp violation, a trick violation.
Simping and
You gotta start
pimping.
getting. They need at least a
The thing
year.
with me, bro, the thing that really pissed me off, my nigga, is I don't care about these niggas paying for pussy. No, I don't see nothing wrong with niggas paying for pussy, man. That's what they do. That's what they do, man. As long as everybody is like consensual, I don't give a damn. You know what I mean? Hell, I don't care, right? That's what I'm at with it. The part that pissed me off is when these women start making this great accusation on this nigga. That's the part that messed me up because it's women out here that actually is getting great, bro. You know what I mean? But now you got this joint, you got these girls making up a lie, talk about these niggas raped them. So now we have to look at every woman case literally with you know what I mean, with a vernacular. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because think about it with this Diddy shit. All these hoes talk about this nigga grape on. This nigga Diddy got 70 accusations, 0 police report. Bro, those odds are impossible. I'm a numbers guy. Those odds are impossible. You tell me 5 allegations, I'll be like, you know what I tell you, Jerry? I'll be like, you know what? Diddy probably did that shit. But when it's 70, bro, come on, bro. Come on.
You want that
And
money?
they lying, my nigga. And listen, this is how you know they lying. That whole Cassie got on the stand and say that Diddy took her pussy, right? This is when she was with her husband. She was living with the nigga. The nigga Diddy pulled up to the house. She said on their oath that Diddy took her pussy. 30 minutes later, Diddy lawyers dug in. 30 days later, after she said Diddy raped her, she's on the text messages. Diddy came over and made love to her, bro. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
That shit sound crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's why I was like, that's crazy. Because I think, man, like, they got the playbook, man. That's why I be trying to tell dudes. I'm like, man, a lot of those females, man, they know how to spot a dude that's just like driven by sex. So they get in there, and then if they don't get kind of what they want, they're willing to play with those allegations and stuff. And then most of the time, people are gonna pay out because of the embarrassment. So, you know, that's how it was going to play out with Diddy. But I think the law was like, oh, hell nah, we're going to take this further. So Cassie, that's where she got looped in, and that's where all her details came out. So I don't think she was expecting all that stuff to come out. I think she was just like, look, I'm going to get this cash out. You know, I moved on with my life. But they was like, you got to take this stand. So that's where she got caught off guard. And all her shit came out there. All the other females, like, because even 50's chick, Daphne Joy, she was Jane Doe. She was doing some nasty shit. So they all got kind of exposed.
Yeah,
So, ladies,
bro,
the takeaway is you better stop that 304 behavior because you will get blasted out here.
And
You know they all
can't
had to
let
be
your lust get
embarrassed.
the best- Yeah, men can't let your lust get the best of you.
Yeah.
that would never stop. That would never stop because
Nah, it won't.
prostitution is in the Bible. That's how old that thing is.
Yeah.
Prostitution is literally in the Bible. That's the oldest profession, bros, as far as we know, bro. Like, man, listen, bro. This thing right here, man, it just, like I said, the biggest people that take a nail is the women that actually goes through those type of messed up situations. And you got these other women making up those kind of lies. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That for me make it bad, bro. Like, I don't like that. I'm gonna be honest with you.
But I do think our conversations, man, and the good thing about social media, we're seeing like the after effects of all this shit, like Shannon Sharp story. So now people are kind of looking at it like, damn, man, okay, like I do got to pause because shit, you got legends that's getting wrapped up in this. And I'm just if you an average dude, it's like, good luck with that shit. When you got people that's actually at that top, that's getting wiped out like that. So I think it is kind of, like you said, it's still going to happen, but it is waking up some people. Like I do got to maneuver differently.
Jerk, I gotta give you some pushback. It's
damn.
getting to some people, but guess what? I just saw the numbers on OnlyFans making 2.9 billion. These simps ain't learning nothing.
But Famous, I'm going to give you some pushback now too.
All right.
Because I see what you're saying. Like they're still suckers, but at least they got a sucker lane that's safe.
That's a big lane.
If you like logging into OnlyFans, she can't make no allegations to you. So at least we got to give them something. Robots, OnlyFans, because. Oh, go ahead, Poppy.
Do you want to know something that is, you know, I'm gonna tell you the facts, bro. Like 80% of the people that out of the 100% of people that purchase OnlyFans and buy Pum Pum, 80% are married men. Married men, the one that are supporting.
Yeah, I saw that stat, man. That's crazy.
Yeah. Because
but I'm saying I would rather them do that because don't get me wrong, man. It's some loser shit. But I would much rather them do that than then go sneak off somewhere and then they get they get their whole life wiped out because the female's like, okay, I'm gonna tell your wife now and shit like that. It's like, nah, go ahead, go on OnlyFans. So go get you that robot.
And that's why, Jerk, I got absolutely zero problem with a man buying Pum Pum. As long as the two party, hey, how much? 200, 300. All right, here, boom. Get your issue fixed. You know what I mean? Get your issue fixed. Go home, call it a night, my nigga. She wins, you win, everybody happy. I don't listen. Like I say, I know you're trying to like back and watch or dick watch these niggas, man. Pause. You see what I'm saying? Just do what you got to do, man.
No, I feel you, Poppy, but I'm just saying, man.
What real thing?
Oh, go ahead. What's up?
So sexless marriages are a real thing?
Yeah, apparently to a lot of them dudes, yeah, they swarm in OnlyFans. But Poppy, man, the only reason I give pushback on the not with you, because I know you don't even do that stuff. I'm just saying when dudes pay, man, because them females, man, they still, even though they'll get that money, they're like in their back pocket, they're like, I could figure out where he stay and hit up his family. That's why I just like, man, if you ain't got to go down that path and mess with that female with that mindset, because man, if they transactional, think about it, man, something's off with them where
Yeah.
They said fuck love, fuck companionship. I'm going down this
Jared,
path and I need this cash. That's a dangerous broad, man.
yeah, but
Yo,
Jared,
Russ,
listen,
my phone about to die.
you're a married man, right? I know
Yeah.
yours is a married man, right? Okay, cool.
Well,
You out the game,
we
right?
about to kill this live
Me-
anyway because everybody about to bounce.
You are a married man, right? So you out the game, right? And I'm saying that to say this, bro. Get the money from them niggas than to ask me.
I got you. Okay, that makes sense.
I don't want to-
Poppy, all that selfish shit. That's some Brownsville niggas, man. I told you.
Hey, listen, I'd rather the people that want to pay for it if they ask me. You know what I mean? So go ask me. You know what I mean?
Oh no, that's a
me
fact.
about
I'm with you on that.
bitch.
Oh, it's a fucking charger.
No, shout out to.
Y'all,
Nah, this is a great topic, man. I'm glad we
thanks
touched.
for coming through. I'm about
Anytime,
we about
man.
to kill this
Y'all be
live,
good
so let me
fellas,
get
man.
everybody's last words. Yo, thanks for coming through, Poppy Blanco. But let me get everybody's last word before
Hey,
we
great
kill
live.
out.
Great live. Let me know next time. Let me know next time when you go live, Brody. You know I roll with you.
Yeah, I'll shoot you the link, man. If Russ
Yeah,
don't
what's
get it to
that,
you.
man?
I'll
I'll shoot you a DM.
Yeah,
But real
man,
quick,
everybody, man, you have a good night, man.
You too, man.
Hey,
Poppy,
Take care.
Have a good
nice
night,
meeting
Poppy.
you, man. Normally I see Poppy on Freezy show, and we talk about the disenfranchised nerds.
But yeah, but I'll say my parting words, man. It's just like, man, build yourself up too, man, where you actually attract females that actually like you. And then also, man, get you some solid dudes around you, man, like y'all on this panel and stuff. And man, just stay away from dudes that's just wired wrong. Cause I'm telling you, man, they on a path of destruction. You don't want to get sucked up in that shit. People is wild nowadays, man. So you don't be scared to work hard, man, to get some money, man. Because when you want to take them shortcuts, that's a whole world, man. You don't want to get sucked up in, man. And a lot of people, man, they say they could like shy away from that type of behavior, but it's just like I think you were saying it, Rush. It's like, man, when they throwing that money at you and you hit that path of desperation, it's like, man, you could get sucked into that. So it's just like better to avoid all that shit, get around some solid people, man, and you know, just be moral, man, and don't let no fuckery around you, man. But nah, great topic, man, because we do gotta expose more of this stuff. So I'm glad Diddy got them years. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Just for being a trick and the hip hop's first stepdaddy, he should get like 7 years off the rip. But thanks for having me, Rush.
Yeah, being desperate comes with a price. But yeah, y'all gotta stay away from them dirty Maccas, man. You gotta keep some solid men around you.
If you're a sex worker, please get yourself tested. Get out. If you are trying to be famous, don't sell your soul. Go make your money, because if you have money, you're already famous. If you are a dirty Mac, bottom feeder, please stay away from me. Just go away. Go away.
They can never be me though, Stan.
But you know what I'm saying? Like I just won't. I'll deal with them all the time. I see it coming. I'm just like, I leave you alone. But I think we at this point now, like if this is your fetish, leave us out of it. Like go do that to somebody else. It's a dangerous world we live in, so be safe.
Yeah. It's always a pleasure having me, Rush. It's a good panel. It's a good topic.
Doubt,
good topic. Dope topic.
word.
I think Cassie should get some time, but yo, get those dirty Maccas out your life. Never be friends with men that ain't good with women.
Yeah.
Yeah, word out. You know what I mean? My last words is as a man, you can never buy attraction. You know what I mean? So, you know, you trying to woo your chick, trying, you know, tell her you get the house and the cars and all that. She's just there to use you if she bite for the bait. You know what I mean? It's your boy Russ getting ready to sign out. Seek wisdom, practice humility, and always remain sucker free. You heard? I'm out. One, Fame, Mustard. Thanks for coming through. You gotta do this again, you heard? One.
Always.